Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Ashes Wednesday. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, and you know what? It's the daily, if not weekly, check. How do things look and how do things sound? Because
technology has changed.
We've made some serious changes around here, and I wanted to see how the audio is in particular. I thought on the monitor it sounded better today. We've got a new device. We've changed the signal chain a little bit, as the kids say.
As the hip audio visual people would say.
Before we get too far into this, I would like to know that. But it has been a while for Ashes.
Yeah, so I think it's been a while since Ashes. It's been a really long time since I've been on the Ashes train. Because I think you did a solo stream while I was gone, or a stream with Chaos Theory.
Yeah, I did. It was really enlightening, and I never got to play that deck.
I think that was maybe early May.
Yeah.
Almost 4 months ago.
8, 4.
17. It was 6 years ago.
Oh, yeah. It's wild.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was Chaos Theory, and we did, we tried to unpack...
Hope and Demona.
We tried to unpack just deck building in Ashes, and I still am overwhelmed. Lightly. But it was better. I finally started to understand a little bit more about how people think about this.
There's like a deep philosophical parallel where it's kind of like, over time, for me at least, you kind of get glimpses of feeling like you're finally understanding life.
Yeah.
And every time you approach it and really start thinking about it, you catch, it's like you conceptually kind of get it.
Yeah.
Then you walk away from it and you come back and you're like, I don't know how any of this works anymore.
Man, you know what? Remember when we were deck building with Joe at the old store? Mm-hmm. And I would be like, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I've got this idea, this idea, this idea. And then I would get into deck building and then he'd be like, yeah, well, you need to do this, so why not include this thing? And then I was like, you're completely right, but why wasn't I thinking in that way? Like, why wasn't I thinking in a way that would say there's a hole here or there's some capability I need that I didn't know I needed? He's like, well, we need some AoE stuff probably. And it's like, oh yeah, I guess that's assumed.
I guess we do need that. I feel like, I've had recently a lot of experience with lots of different people trying to work on the same decks, for Fab particularly. But one of the interesting things is I'm starting to realize how emotionally attached and intuitively forward-thinking I am in my deck building. Whereas some people...
Ain't that the truth?
Cold, hard logic. Yeah. It's like, this card doesn't make any sense in this deck, but yet it makes sense because math.
Yeah, it's so weird. I wouldn't think I would be that guy. Like, you're supposed to be the guy. The, like, cold, hard math guy, you know? And then I'm supposed to be, like, the second tier, feel it out, play what's fun guy. But it isn't. But it's like a mashup we've got here.
I feel like this is really a sideways segue into the topic du jour today. But I think part of that is for your decks to have any chance, you have to squeeze every ounce out of what they can do.
That's a really good point. I like that. Yeah.
So you have to get nitty-gritty mathematical to create weird advantages.
Interesting.
Whereas I tend to play things that are both very thematic and good. And so it gives
powerful effects.
It gives you more room to play emotional cards.
Interesting.
/ intuitive cards, / just big splashy cards, because you can make the mathematical mistake. Or
that's amazing.
The little value exchanges, but you get the Hail Marys back.
That's like honestly like kind of a revolutionary thing, because I'm emotional and intuitive in my theme, and then I'm hardline in the execution. You're hardline in the theme or the effects that you're looking for, and then you're emotional in the execution.
Yeah,
that's incredible. I love it. Hey, check this out though. This is one of the reasons we made this change. Let me see if this works, so that we can get our tabletop camera. Can you guys see me now? And hear me, I hope.
Says the audio sounds good, better than yesterday for comparison.
I'm glad. So what we've done here is we've set up a side camera, and I think eventually we're going to get Zach a side camera as well.
Yeah, wait, let me cut to my side camera.
But
hey guys, how you? Oh.
Zach can't hear. No, you can hear like the distant rumblings of Zach in the back.
Right,
yeah, it's on the butter mic.
Okay. Hold on, can I do this?
So you can probably shuffle in there.
We're getting insane in here.
So here's what's happening. I'm now given the ability to produce the most amount of salt right to the screen here whenever Zach does something that I'm displeased about. Because one thing that we were looking at is, there's these there's popular Magic videos and like Tabletop Will Wheaton, those kinds of things, where you have the cut to the side, and then it's like in like The Office. Yeah, and then it's like they're gonna tell you like the situation so that you can follow along better. Thank you. I'll turn that down. what we can do with this is I can come over here and be like, all right, so what Zach just did is actually very devastating to my game plan, but I'm not going to let him know any of that. And then I can cut back to 1, and you never know.
Yeah, I couldn't hear that at all.
We got the thing. It's like really fun.
Yeah, now when I finally get my camera and mic over here for that very purpose, I'm going to be doing a lot of whispering.
Yeah.
You know, because I got to ask questions. I like this. Jason's saying the salt cam trademarked.
Yeah, that's perfect.
A little. Someone's saying a little peaky.
Yeah,
and a little cheeky.
A little peeky. Yeah, it's great though. So we get to do that, and then if that works out and we really dig it, then we can get you a camera over there, and then that's our 4. And then if I ever want to like surprise Bryce, I can swing it around and then be like and then he's over there like
Yeah, we could of course use that same technology to have the Bryce cam.
Of course.
I still think the Bryce / Jonathan cam is like. You watch any talk show, they always have the characters that they're cutting to.
Yeah. Yeah, it's worth having.
And this just became a talk show. I mean, here we are, right?
And then...
Bring on the gas. Da-da-da-da.
Once we get the new space belt with the studio, then that gets really easy. Then we might go hog wild. There might be 17 cameras. One of them to the pond, one of them to the trail.
Is there one that's just automatically uploading clips to TikTok?
Yes.
The whole time? Just every 20-second clips the whole time to TikTok?
It's just clips and then inserting cranberry juice into our... Did you know the cranberry juice stuff? About the guy on the longboard drinking the cranberry juice to the Fleetwood Mac song? You know?
Is this on TikTok?
Oh my gosh. Zach's even more out of touch than I am. Which is amazing.
Is it because of TikTok? Is it TikTok?
Yeah, I think it was a TikTok or a Instagram talk.
Here's what happened.
A real talk.
For a long time, I was a social media guy.
Yeah.
I was a big proponent of social media, etc. You know?
I was.
But here is the truth. 2 things happened. First thing is that my experience throughout particularly 2020 on Facebook broke me.
Okay.
And so I just kind of left Facebook.
Yeah.
And a lot of the downsides of social media started really making themselves apparent to me.
That's a good
start. TikTok, which I did download and started to think about. Before I did, I just started Googling stuff about TikTok. And everything I Google about TikTok makes me very uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's a little questionable. They're all questionable in their own way, but at least the number of platforms like Instagram and Zuckerberg, etc., it's questionable. Well,
yeah, right?
You got the Chinese government, kind of involved in what Zuckerberg's doing with all this stuff, or who's the Twitter guys now? Does Elon Musk own that yet, or Elon?
And no, they're in court though. It's delightful.
Elon Musk.
I do like Elon Musk. It's like, my gosh, what's the name of the guy?
Man, can you imagine Leon? He was way less successful.
Leon Musk?
Yeah, it's like, oh, that's just a normal name.
Was he even born as Elon? Let's be real here.
He's Leon version 2.
No, that's a whole, I love that story. Because the number of people in my life that were like so excited that he was there and I was not. And then this whole fiasco has happened. I'm going to be honest, that's some salt I've been enjoying.
Was he able to get out of it?
No, they're in court.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
They'll probably be in court for a long time.
There was a thing he was like, well, they didn't reveal X, Y, and Z in due diligence. The judge was like, was that because you agreed to skip due diligence legally? It's like,
nice.
Yes, it is. Anyways.
Justice.
So the other thing about TikTok that's interesting to me, if you use TikTok and you're watching this, I would love to hear from you in the comment live chat or whatever. Or on the Discord channel. Let's just
even better.
The whole trifecta. Or if you want to text me at the community app, you can.
You can come to my house if you want to.
Promoting.
Anybody want lunch?
If you want to send us mail just kidding. The other thing about TikTok is like 10, 15 second little and I see my wife using the Reels on Instagram and Facebook.
The same thing.
Short form content is just not for me.
It's for the world. We're making it now.
I'm not saying we shouldn't be doing it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that personally, it's not my vibe, right?
Yeah, I know. But have you really tried it? Have you really just sat that you say I want to spend an hour looking at?
I'm not saying I wouldn't do it or enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just feel like it's like bird brain.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, an hour and a half's gone. It's like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
But I also like playing physical card games with people across the table that take an hour.
So yeah, there you go. I mean, you're a bit of a unicorn in that way.
Yeah.
We all are. So here's what we're doing today. Speaking of social media, we are going to be looking at the Tristan and Rowan decks. Now, I got to tell you, These decks, I was shuffling through them today. We're going to go through all the cards, do a proper unboxing, if you will, or you might just call it a card reading, like a line reading for movies or plays. So we're going to do a full card reading across both of these packs. We're going to pop up the cards so everybody can follow along, give some mediocre thoughts about how they might work in a competitive environment.
Because we're not good.
Because we're not good. And then, and you know what? I like it. I like not being hyper awesome at Ashes. We talked about this yesterday with Fab and casual play, and what does casual even mean? And as long as neither of us decide to really get jacked on Ashes, we will continue to have a great time.
We just agree to be bad.
If both of us decide at the same time to get better, we'll also have a great time. But if one of us tries to get the edge,
kind of like the prisoner's dilemma.
it will be tough. So we'll give some thoughts on the cards, and then we're going to build up. You got to check it out if you haven't already. I think I'm preaching to the choir here, but Jayson Lindley, Impossible German, right? Doing a phenomenal job as usual. Had the Adventure Party decks ready to go for Tristan Rowan and a whole bunch of other Phoenixborn. These are decks you can build out of a single collection, or if you're Andrew Cartwright, out of 20 different collections, because I think he has a penchant for buying collection after collection. And so we're going to be building those decks right off the bat.
I'm linking to the
Please do.
Part 4 article with the decks that we're going to be using today in it.
It's also in the YouTube description. If you're on Twitch or if you're watching this back later, you can find it there. This is a fantastic series. All the Adventuring Party stuff is worth having. It's a great in-between of a pre-constructed deck and a competitive Shuffle Bus tournament level deck. Adventuring Party there right in the middle, which is kind of where Zach and I's skill level are, so it's a nice little matchup. Going to play a game of Ashes with those Adventuring Party Rowan and Tristan decks and have a good time. I think
two questions.
The idea.
Maybe one. Do you know the schedule? Is that going to automatically pop something? Hopefully
what do you want to know?
Are we playing Ashes next week?
I don't know the schedule.
You are playing Ashes next week.
We're playing Ashes next
According
week.
to the schedule. There are some changes coming to the schedule. I know that.
What are we doing next
Today
week?
you're building, tomorrow you're playing.
We might be playing today too.
No,
We'll see how much time we've got. We might just unbox it all and then build the decks and chat about it. But somebody who asked me about Tristan.
I saw that. John the Bard. How excited is Steve for Tristan?
So can we just pull up Tristan? Do I press C here, John?
You press
pop current card, or just press in to start it?
I'll tell you this. Off camera, Steven has mentioned and talked about Tristan at least 5 times in the past week.
So let's just.
And I've only been around for like 3 days.
First of all, if you just imagine Zach's hair on me in my color, and then I do this.
Oh, and your color of hair?
Yeah. So like blonde hair. This is basically me, right? Just look at me. I mean, maybe a little more, exercised.
I was gonna say they got the abs right. Oh man, dude, this character is awesome, and it's everything. If I saw this character,
it's an archer.
I would be like, "This is Steven." It's a water archer. Yeah,
a water archer. I mean, did Nick go into my brain? And look at Rowan on the flip side. Also, look at how moody Rowan is. You're gonna love this.
Is he related to Kylo?
Look at this red cloak.
John the Bard says, "Please Discord Photoshop this." And
come on, look, red cloak, scythe.
Yeah, he's ready. He's ready to take some lives.
Black. Is that a black undershirt there?
Flip him over.
It's pretty dark there. I mean, isn't that the character you would choose in a fighting game?
Absolutely.
If you had a first choice.
He looks cool. Can he do the Link thing in like Smash Brothers where he spins with the sword?
Absolutely can. I can tell just
from looking at it. You can't even get to him. It just keeps spinning.
So yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You play the overpowered decks. Just keep spinning.
Link, as far as I know in Smash Brothers, this is related to our Discord discussion today. He is what, tier 1.5? He lives right where I like to
I don't know.
To play.
I couldn't tell you. I figured he'd be pretty good because of the sword.
I thought the Star Fox, he's like tier 1, right? Or tier 0. Who are the best?
Yeah. And I played Star Fox, so I have I can't talk.
It's like, yeah. Anyways,
Tristan, love it. I mean, Water Archer, as I said, looks like me, like a very cool version of Aquaman. This is everything for me.
What's funny about that sentence is you said it looks like me, like a very cool version of Aquaman. Like, He's humble too.
I'm business casual Aquaman.
Yeah, I love that.
Aquaman attends a meeting.
If you were on Twitter, that should be your Twitter bio. Business casual Aquaman. I'm telling you, the flavor text on the cards for the card game we're going to make someday, using only references from our streams, is going to be on fire.
There you go. We're already doing the
business
hard work
casual
right
Aquaman. You know, that's a character in the game. It's so good.
So when I open these packs, when I scroll through them, we're about to scroll through the cards. So I guess maybe we should start doing that now. But I will note it struck me as exceedingly good across the board. Art, just the style of the art. I dare say that this is as good, or maybe I dare say it's better than what I was seeing in other Fernanda days.
Right, I haven't seen it, so I can't say.
Let's go through it one at a time here.
Cita saying, "Oh snap, Netrunner Monday." I want to be clear. I think the Monday schedule might be changing.
Oh yeah. Was there Netrunner on there?
I think Netrunner was originally scheduled for Monday.
Yeah, I think we're doing I
think it's Keyforge.
I think we're doing Keyforge on Monday next week. So sorry, yeah, don't get excited. The schedule is a fluid thing. It's it goes where it needs to in any given moment.
Main thing, we've been away for a while, so getting things connected.
Maybe it hasn't been updated. And how does the shot look, by the way, the video? We kind of did all of this because I felt like the quality of the shot was worse over time. And so hopefully it looks quite good.
Does Steven look more or less like a business casual Aquaman at this point?
I mean, look at that. Look at this. Look at this guy. Let's talk about Tristan for a second, Zach.
All right, what's he do?
So we got 17 health, 9 battlefield.
There's
massive.
a 9 printed there. What's he doing with all that battlefield?
If that's Koji's a 10, so this is the second biggest. I think it's the second biggest battlefield.
What do you even do with 9? Play Mist Spirits?
I think so. Oh my gosh, I hope you do. And then a spell board of 3, which is lovely for me because the idea of not having a bunch of effects to have to manage and a lot of in-hand effects is where I like to be.
It's kind of a nice balancing mechanism because the lower the spell board, the higher the battlefield, means that to play things on the battlefield, you need cards that, like, you can't just spit them out with your spells every turn.
Right. So you got a high battlefield. You also, you imagine you might run the horses, the, what are they called? Those horses that draw you cards in this game. So they're watery, and you think like, oh, he's only got a spell board of 3, but if horses is one of them,
stallions,
then you keep drawing cards.
What's that thing called? Something stallion?
Yeah, we'll find it. It's probably in this adventuring party deck. I guess we'll find out. So he's got this ability, Magnify, side action and main action. No, side action and a thing, exhaustion and a basic.
Squall Stallion. I was halfway there.
Yeah. Choose any number of units you control with a combined life value of up to 3. So you can have 8 units that have a life value of up to 3. Of course, that'd be very difficult because the life of 0 is generally off the board. So I think max you would hit with this is 3 units. Or 1 unit with 3 life.
Mm-hmm.
During attack actions this turn, the numeral value of their abilities are increased by 1. So, we got cocktail time.
Cheers, guys.
It's time.
All right.
Thank
We need a
you.
graphic that comes in for this to explain every time. Hey, cheers. Cheers to you.
Cheers.
Cheers to all of you. One thing
Ashes.
to mention, this is Ashes Reborn, which is like the second iteration of this game. This is only possible because of the subscribers to our Ashes Reborn PDP subscription. So major shout out to everyone. This is actually, these packs complete the time cycle, which was the first new die that came out in Reborn as kind of the completion of the original vision of what the game was meant to be. So it's amazing that this is happening
got there, didn't
at
we?
all. Yeah.
That's and then we go to PvE, right? PvE coming? That's official, yeah?
As far as I know, yeah. Cooperative is next.
Did they demo that
solo.
at Gen Con at all?
Don't know. I saw Nick Conley in the chat, though, lead designer. So I'll let him, say. If you're wondering why we're drinking cocktails besides...
church? No, it's not a church.
Just because they're enjoyable. We've been working for a long time what we call 3.0 of our local store.
I can't wait to show concept pictures of that.
Part of that is going to be cocktails
Can we show those yet?
being offered. We have not. We're not there yet.
I want to show him. Zach says no. I'd show him right now. I'd put him in the Discord. I don't care. It's in development. It's not finished. It's not a finished product, but it's like, here's the vibe, right?
There's a lot of flow, just like the schedule.
There's a flow. That's right. That's right. Not
like a lot of
everything
things in life, you know what I mean? It's got to go with the flow.
Okay, so Tristan, talk to me about this.
Don't like him. Think he's bad. Just kidding. What's it do? Oh, +1?
Numeral value of abilities are increased by 1. So now, I don't think that is attack and defense. I think that is abilities specifically. We're talking about Terrifying. We're talking about Armored 1. We're talking about...
Really?
Anyone. I think it's an ability, right? Because wouldn't you say I'm using an ability?
Unless stats are just referred to as ability.
Maybe stats are abilities. But, hold on. Let's see. No, but it's not, because look at Prism Tetra. It's rocking these group tactics 1. I bet it's group tactics 2 whenever you declare the ability. Let's find out. Channel
news in from Nick Conley, real quick. PvE is next. Announcement to come a little bit down the line. No formal demos at Gen Con, but I did have a prototype to share with some folks.
Some special folks.
It would be cool if we could play that on stream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Chaos Theory, any ability that has a number after it.
Yeah, so that's it, right? Oh my gosh, that changes the game. Dude, this is the greatest Phoenixborn ever made. Can you imagine? Because now you look at all of the units in this game, and you think to yourself, what if that number was 1 higher, and how busted would it be? Because there's so many units that get busted at that
We're going to get that Iron Rhino back? Doesn't he have something where they can't block it?
He has like the Stampede ability.
Like a certain life can't block or something?
Like Terrifying, or it's one of those where they can't block if they're less life or less defense.
So then now it's like an extra number.
Oh, man. Let's go.
Terrifying too.
Okay,
yeah.
so obviously this ability is awesome, and the design space of that is fantastic.
What's his signature card? Does he have one?
Yeah, it's signature card, but we're not going to do it yet. We'll get to it in time. We're going to do it alphabetically to keep up with our friends over there who are doing normal things, like sorting their cards alphabetically. Summon Prism Tetra is next. Now, hold on. Hold on just a second. We got to go to the top down for this.
Chaos Theory, quoting you saying this is the greatest Phoenixborn ever made, saying that's less hyperbolic than you might think.
Look at that.
Are we top down? We're not top down.
No, we're not. But look at the back of that card. Do you want to go top down? Let's go top down.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah, look at that. So this looks fantastic, Zach. Oh my gosh. It's painful. I just want to sit.
I think I can see your mic.
Know? Which one? This one?
No, up on the bottom left of the overhead shot. See, it's black.
This? You can't see that. What are you talking about? Bottom left of the overhead shot.
What's?
Oh, the overhead shot. Yeah,
there it is. I knew what I was talking about.
It's crazy when you actually see the setup out here. Just barely out of the shot there. Okay, summon Prism Tetra. Main action to play it. Then it's a main action, exhaust, 2 music notes. Place 3 Prism Tetra conjurations onto your battlefield. 3 for 1. 3 for an action. Love it.
What? Hold on, let me see one of these.
And then focus 1 until the start of your next turn or the next round. Prism Tetras you control cannot be targeted by spells, abilities, or dice powers an opponent controls. Okay, so they did that because if this is your last turn, wait until the start of your next turn or the next round.
You pick?
No, I think it's something about how if maybe it goes to the next round. Wait, what does that mean? Nick, what are you writing here? Until the start of your next turn.
You always have a next turn because you're taking an action to do this.
So I summon it. You do something, or you pass. I pass. Next round.
Asking me to do this for some reason.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah, we're gonna like look at how awesome that is.
Do you feel like a kid again?
Can you believe that? Like they didn't have to do that at all, and they freaking did it. Look at that. Look at it.
I don't see anything. What's different?
Nick says whatever comes first. How is it possible that you could summon these?
Are there cards that end the round somehow?
Wait. How could you summon these and then not have a next turn?
Don't rightly know.
I think Nick probably put that in there just in case there are there can't be round ending cards, can there? Guess we'll see. We're Millennium Falcon all over again, buddy. Get ready for that. All right, check this out. Look at these Prism Tetras. Do you see this? They're all different colors. Oh my gosh. When I saw that in the pack, it blew my mind. It absolutely blew my mind.
It looks awesome. You can even the camera shot up there is crazy. Nick's saying the protection can't carry over to the next round. It doesn't really happen with this as a main action though. But action effects use this format?
So basically, it's probably keeping it in the same format as the other effects that protect units.
Oh, anyone else that use that focus ability?
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's weird.
Well, I'm just saying, I think what Nick's saying is there are things that have side actions that do until the start of your next turn or the next round, because technically, I guess that's possible, right? You could side action and not main. Mm-hmm. So it's just keeping the same format across all protection effects if they're side action or main actions, I think is the idea, even though this main action will always mean there's a next turn.
Okay.
That's my take.
Mm-hmm. Tell me this, which Tetra is your favorite Tetra?
If it were me, man, I mean, this slaps. Clearly.
Like the yellow highlights there? Yeah.
I mean, just the contrast in those colors. And this one slaps as well. I think I'm an extremes guy.
Yeah, these are my two favorites.
Red and light green or aquamarine.
Mm-hmm. I actually like this one better. Like the emerald.
Look at that, though. You know, that's the thing, though. They didn't have to do that. So I have to imagine that's harder because you're printing one of each card rather than 7 or 8 copies of a single card.
I think fixed distribution cards, it doesn't much matter.
So they could do alt art on every one of these cards if they wanted. What are we waiting for?
Porque dos.
Porque dos.
Oh, man.
Okay, let's look at what the Prism Tetra does. Next up, 1 koi fish to go. Fearful, it can't block. Group Tactics 1, after you declare 3 or more attackers, you may add 1 to this unit's attack value for the remainder of the turn. Now, just consider this for a second, okay? We summon 3 Tetras, because that's what the ability does. And then we take a side action with Tristan, and we choose 3 units that add up to life value of 3 or less. So 1, 2, 3, all these 3. During attack actions this turn, the numeral values are increased by 1.
So you really have to summon the next round to it.
So they all, you have to give them on the board.
If the spell's focused,
classic
protected.
Ashes, dude. It's classic, exactly. If the spell's focused, they're protected. But it's classic Ashes. There's a turn where you get to mess with it. And if you don't, Group Tactics 2 on all of these guys, swinging in for 6 damage.
Yep. Across 3 different bodies.
I'm so glad that this is the hero that I get to look like.
Keep doing it. We need an alt art. That's the next promo season.
I mean,
what's his last name? Tristan what?
Darkwater.
Steven Darkwater. That's the promo.
That's right.
And a little business casual look in there. a little more business casual, a little more Aquaman.
Suit on. Or like
it has to have buttons.
Rocco's Modern Life shirt on. Next up. It just keeps getting better, by the way. Look at this. Zach. Zach.
He's a water dancer. Is he water dancing underwater like that?
I love water. You know what? It's not ice. This is the key.
Explicitly
Look,
not ice.
This is not ice. Who's the ice one? That also looks like me as it happens.
Yeah, Ren.
Ren. Yeah. But that's ice.
He looks like a little more angry version of you.
Yeah. That's me at like 5 o'clock.
This?
No.
Ren.
Yeah. Ren is me at 5.
I was like,
Tristan's
I don't know.
me
This
at 9
is pretty.
a.m.
Yeah. I feel like, especially on this card, the Summon Radiant Leviathan. This is you at like 9 p.m. on a pretty good Friday night.
Yeah, definitely.
Like,
yeah, maybe 10 p.m.
Yeah, like you remember that time after Kilkenny's went to that park?
Yes.
This is you right before you jumped and
right
landed.
before I jumped and
broke your foot.
My heel. Yeah. Still think I'm not looked at, but it does feel weird in the winter.
Yeah, or when you run marathons.
So yeah, Obsidian saying, does anyone remember the Pirates of Darkwater animated show? I remember that. You know what?
When and where was that on?
The Pirates of Darkwater show was one of the best shows ever made. Right, Jonathan?
Yes.
Correct?
Correct.
What was the intro like? Do you remember the intro?
It was great.
There was a lot of pirates.
There's a lot of pirates. It's in a crazy world.
Water was dark.
The sails were cool looking.
The sails were really cool looking. That was around the time Gargoyles as well?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, about the same.
I remember Gargoyles.
I digress.
I don't remember the other Pirates show, although I like Pirates, so missed opportunity.
I'm surprised you like pirates.
I was all about Peter Pan for a while.
You're not a pirate, is he?
No, but Hook.
Oh, right.
And all the pirates, and they're kind of like anti-pirates.
Yeah.
Which is fun.
You like anti...
Just the concept of like boats and pirates and stuff is cool.
Yeah, boats. Did you watch the newest, that new movie where they're searching for the treasure? It's on Netflix, and it has everybody in it that you
Well,
expect.
like Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock
Castaway
or
is
whatever.
kind of what it sounds like. Yeah. You're on the right track.
Yeah,
What is
I
that called?
That.
Is it where they had the ships in the air?
Like it was suspended on the helicopter? Yeah.
I thought that was crazy. I thought this is the kind of movie that comes from somebody who says, I want to have a water battle in the air. And that's what they did.
Yeah,
they had a
here we
sea
are.
battle in the sky.
Yeah.
It was fine. It was a pretty good movie.
Andre loves the side shot, by the way. Sam
Okay,
Kerr
great.
now saying, "Oh my God, best camera angle yet."
That's great. This is a main action. This is 4 dice of various kinds.
Better be bringing the heat or
Yeah.
a giant whale.
You
One of the two.
you place a Radiant Leviathan conjuration onto the battlefield and place a status token on it for each other conjuration you control. So it gets better if there's friends.
It's got to have snacks. Flavor text, behold, oceanic apotheosis.
Now remember, this is an action spell.
Say that 5 times fast.
You discard it. So these are in the deck rather than forever
yeah,
available.
for sure. What's it do, though?
But we get a Radiant Leviathan.
Look how cool
Beautiful
that
card.
looks.
It's a 3/5. So that's some good life. What's going on?
You hear the button?
Oh, I didn't. Wait, no, you're on the right one.
Yeah, but that was just because you said it.
Do I need to
Are
hit
you
it
talking,
still?
wait,
It's great.
were you actually talking about Uncharted with Tom Holland in it?
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, I've seen that movie too. I know what you're talking about.
Wait, what's the other one?
It's
one
a
with
like,
Ryan Reynolds?
it's a comedy. I don't think I had Ryan Reynolds.
With the boats? Where they're searching for the treasure of the pirate?
I mean, there's a
That's
lot
not
of that.
Uncharted? That's gotta
That
be
is
Uncharted.
that is also Uncharted.
Uncharted is where they have the boats in the air, right?
Yes, but there was also a old pirate ship being hoisted up by a helicopter in the movie I was talking about.
That's happened twice?
In like the same year.
What are they doing?
It's just, I mean, it tales all the time. The older you get, the more you realize everything is just regurgitated.
I can't, but
Star
like
Wars,
that's really
Hero's Journey,
specific.
easy.
Movies in the same year hoisting
what was-
pirate ships
what
into
was
the air with
movie
a
I was-
helicopter?
What was that? What was the movie I said at first?
Channing Tatum and
Yeah, I
is
know.
Channing Tatum in something. I was thinking of the Mark Wahlberg movie. Is it Wahlberg?
yeah, he's in there for sure. Lost City.
The Lost City is also. Wait a minute! I watched this as well.
That's what I'm saying. No, this is not what I want at all.
Wait a minute. Are these these are not the same movie? I think I watched this on the airplane to Bermuda.
They're not the same.
Find the difference between these two pictures.
Yeah, but I mean, they both involve looking for treasure, and they find this old ship, and then they're hoisting it out. This is more of a comedy.
That's insane, man.
Yeah.
That's insane. I think I recently watched both of these movies. I thought they were the same movie.
Well, if you like pirate ships in the air, there's plenty of movies for you in 2022.
Radiant Leviathan says 3/5, recover, coalesced. Other units you control cannot be targeted by attacks an opponent controls. So you can't attack my units directly.
This is like a big bodyguard.
But you don't have to attack this. You can still attack the Phoenixborn. But you just can't directly attack the units, right? So it's a little bit different than the...
And your little fish can't block.
Little fish can't block. No. And then refract. When this unit is destroyed, place 1 Prism Tetra conjuration onto your battlefield for each status token on this unit. Oh my gosh.
So wait, it comes in with 1 for every conjuration you already have.
Yeah.
So you blow this up and a bunch of little fish float away.
That's right.
Because
They
it
come
was in
out.
the middle of eating
Yeah, they come right out of it
and
there.
didn't get a quiet finish.
That's amazing.
Huh.
You keep that school of fish around forever.
Yeah. I love it. Is it any good?
game is
I don't
awesome.
know. But I love the art and I love the vibe.
Yeah, this game is great. Where else can you go to get that kind of a thing? Then we've got the Summon Seafoam Snapper. Next up.
He looks like a...
Or did you go back to the...
Is this like a water possum? See the art there on the book? It looks like a water possum. to me.
That there is called a turtle.
He's got a tail. It's a long tail.
Yeah, turtles have tails.
Not that long, though.
Snappers can sometimes. Those alligator snappers can have a long tail. Or like dragon, look like a dragon turtle.
I'm just going to search turtle long tail.
Turtle long tail.
Instead of a cam for my face, I just need a screen
Look at that.
cam.
That's a long tail up there. That's pretty long, man. Look at that. I mean, this is a little... The fantasy element of it makes it a little bit longer, but I think it's totally fine. It's an action. It's an exhaustion, and it's a turtle. Place a seafoam snapper
Checks
onto
out.
the battlefield. Yeah, so, okay, you spend a turtle, make a turtle.
Okay, basic. I love the ready spells that only cost an action to
Yeah,
play.
the dirtlers.
Yeah.
Look at that guy. Ooh, does that remind you of Blastoise or what?
It's like a real life Blastoise.
Seafoam Snapper, a conjuration that goes right there onto the battlefield.
Spend a turtle, get a turtle. 2
attack, 1 life, 0 recover. 1 life is important for Tristan's ability, so you can go to Hungry 1, Tough, or Hungry 2, Tough 2, so keep that in mind. Hungry 1. When this unit comes into play, destroy an exhausted conjuration you control. If you do, place a status token on this unit. So we can have, if Tristan's ability has 2 status tokens by destroying an exhausted conjuration. It's a good way to clear the board. You know, you've got a battlefield of 9, but you got all these fish. And then Tough 1, after this unit is dealt damage, if there are any status tokens on it, remove them all to prevent 1 damage from being received. Or, alternatively,
prevent 2.
Tough 2, prevent 2, remove all status tokens. I like that effect. I think that's a really good defensive ability for Ashes, where you have to put status on, and then you remove them all to prevent damage. That's really, really slick.
I dig that.
Okay, so we got a turtle. That's cool.
Cool.
How about summoning a Tidal Crab? If you can believe it, a basic and a main action, and then it's a main action and 2 dice to summon. Place a Tidal Crab conjuration onto your battlefield with 2 status tokens on it. So this is a status token deck right here happening.
Dude, I love the art on this crab.
Look at that. My gosh.
He's just having a good time. Tidal Crab. Love the art.
The chat is saying that Leviathan's super good. A playable 4-drop. It wasn't the Rhino? No, Rhino's like a 6-drop. And then Snapper, apparently, some people say the best card in the game. I think is what they're saying. Or Leviathan, one of the two.
Snapper is the best card in the game?
Could be the Snapper or the Leviathan, I don't know. But...
see, I clearly do not know what I'm doing.
No, dude, don't you know it pops fish out when it dies?
Leviathan I could understand. The crab, the Snapper seems solid, but not like game changing.
Dude, it's 1 die for a 2/1 with a defense effect.
Where they like can't be popped by a single damage effect.
Yeah, reasonable. Totally reasonable. It's about value. Tidal Crab says, Unburden. Side action. Move a status token from this unit onto another unit you control. Love that. And then Slow. Reduce this unit's attack value by 1 for each status token on it. Okay. Does it come in with status tokens? Is that the idea? Yes. So it comes in with 2 status tokens. It is a 2/3. Side action, move 1 to another unit.
I love this guy.
And then
3 health. You do not want to mess with it.
No, he's like annoying, but he's
he'll
slow.
just send those status tokens over to things.
He gives status tokens to things, and then he gets better over time. By the end of the chain, you've got a 2/3 that costs you essentially 2 dice to summon.
With 2 status tokens?
You've given status tokens to other things that want it.
Yeah, that's some...
Your mind immediately goes to that snake, doesn't it? Snakes and crabs?
Apparently the Snapper is what they're talking about. Basically... Caster is saying Snapper is arguably one of the best conjurations. It has a self-clearing ability, which is huge. Jayson Lindley, the Impossible German himself, saying self-clear and a 2/1 that is a that has ping resistance for 1 die is huge value.
Huge value, man.
I would have sailed right past that island, you know?
Right past
looking
the
for
Snapper.
land. I wouldn't have even seen it. Just keep on cruising.
I like that you're right about that.
Get me another pina colada.
If you like pina coladas, put that down. Darkwater Hunter, boy. Speaking of Pirates of Darkwater.
It's got a shark on it.
What kind of shark is that, Zach?
Funny about it. I want to say like gray white.
The shape of the head gives you a hint.
Hammerhead. It's for 500, Bob. I just couldn't keep it together to just flatly deliver the wrong answer.
Okay, so this is a 2-cost ally. 2 time dice there. It has Blood Scent. After 1 or more wound tokens are placed on an opponent's Phoenixborn, you may play this from your hand without paying its main action costs. So it comes in, you still have to pay the 2 dice, but it comes in without the action. Stock, this unit cannot be guarded against. 3/2, recover 1.
Yeah, this is going to go into some of my decks.
Yeah, it is. It's like instant damage.
Here's why.
Because you side action to do a damage to the Phoenixborn, play it essentially main, and then you main action attack with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it can't be guarded. And guard is what you do against Phoenixborn.
Guard is...
What you do against units.
Yes.
Because it's called unit guard.
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah, you block for the Phoenixborn.
So you can just snap up
plus
a 3-life unit.
Plus there's a shark on it. So...
True. That is true.
Print it.
Objectively true.
Ship it.
Now, who is this in the art? Because it's also in the next one.
Mm-hmm. Someone in the water.
Well, let's look at the next one.
Plenty of play left.
Yeah, who is this? A new Phoenix? Who is this? I got Ocean's Gift as well.
There's so many people in the Art of Ashes that do not have characters yet.
Oh my gosh. Some of this art is...
Chaos Theory saying, Chant of Erosion, love this unit. That's exactly where I was going.
Dude, this art's maybe the best it's ever been.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. Let me see more. I haven't seen it.
Ocean's Gift?
You just like water stuff.
Hey.
You're biased.
Oh, come on.
If there's like fire and dragons art, I'd be like,
dude, just so because water is the best looking element and blue is the best color and Tristan is the best looking Phoenixborn does not mean that I'm objectively skewing the art in one direction. That you're biased? Or another. Yeah, I'm not biased. I'm just appreciating the fine details. Ocean's Gift is a side action with a time die. It's a unit. You get to play it. Oh, onto a unit. It's an alteration. When it comes into play, raise 3 dice in your active pool 1 level. Okay. The unit now has the following ability. Bestow 1. When it's declared as an attacker, place a status token on a unit you control. Any unit you control, and it's attack +1.
It's so good.
It's just doing everything you want to do.
As a side action, you spend a time die, raise 3 dice in your pool. Great. And also +1 attack, and also the status token.
Yeah.
This card is doing work.
It's doing all the work. Yeah. It's the Ocean's Gift. The Ocean's the best thing we have.
I think they looked at alterations that weren't the ones that you mess with your opponent with. And they are just giving us genuinely awesome options here.
This is
a good card, right?
It's got all that text on it. How can it not be good? Stand still. Look at this art though. Seriously. There's good shading on there, good lighting.
It is good looking art.
Stand still. Reaction spell.
He's so shocked. That guy's face in the background.
I'm still. Why does he have a cloak on in the water, right?
It gets cold down there.
That's his problem. 1 time die, 1 discard. You may play it after you declare attackers. Oh, these are always just awful. Like bad for your opponent. Choose a target unit an opponent controls. Unit with that unit's current title cannot be declared as blockers for the remainder of the turn. So you can tell 1 no, you can tell 5 no if they're all the same name.
And it costs a time die and a card. But this wins games.
Yeah, straight up. Like you got that thing that it's like that 3/4, and it doesn't exhaust to block. Like everybody runs those knights, you know. Well, and it's like can't do it.
I think it's really common to have 2 of the same unit on play.
Yeah.
Like no matter what it is.
What is that thing that makes 2 things? Like Rapture Herder? No, the other one. Monk Spirit? No.
2 Raptors.
Is it the Rapture thing? Yeah.
Even just 2 Conjurations that are the same, or 2 allies that are the same.
I love it.
Even this would potentially be worth it to bypass a specific unit.
Yeah, definitely.
Let alone if you can skip 2 units. It's like really painful.
Tidal Shift. Man, the makings of it, there's a prototype joke happening.
Yeah, I need a camera. I really need a camera.
Tidal Shift is a discard action spell, side action, 2 dice. Move an exhaustion token from a ready spell you control onto a target unit an opponent controls. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty silly as a side action too. It's really good. Use the flavor text here. Learn to move with the ocean rather than against it.
That's right. It's about surrender.
This is a good card.
Yeah, I think this card is like the most notable card I've seen.
Freeing up a spell and exhausting one of their units is like added side action is like max value.
Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. You'll be running that soon, I'm sure.
Don't like this.
Tsunami Shot. Now this is the special ability of Tristan.
How do you feel about this art?
I love the bow. It's got like shells and stuff on it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's got, look at all those arrows. It's 4 arrows. And it's made of like light.
Does that count as 1 shot or 4?
It's a Tsunami Shot. This is an action. 2 basics. Resolve the following effect up to 4 times. Deal the damage to your target unit opponent controls.
We like that stock a lot.
I dare say, just on the fundamentals of Ashes, this might be the best signature card in the entire game. It has nothing to do with the art or the theme. This may be the best in the game.
You absolutely 100% need to be on like Twitter because your hot takes are the kind of things that get tons of likes.
All right.
And tons of comments.
And tons of comments. People disagree all the time.
The number one way to get max engagement is to say something that's objectively wrong.
Excuse me, objectively wrong. Tell me what even compares 4 damage spread across the entire board, however you want it. It's incredible. That's incredible. Look, Chaos Theory. Tsunami Shot is the real best card in the game. There's your objective take, buddy.
Who thinks this is my question of the week? Question of the day. Quad. I like that it's a play on the wide, honestly. The workout of the day.
We got Flippadip coming in saying would follow me on Twitter.
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever seen Flippadip in the chat before, ever.
Came in to say, Steven, get on Twitter. I mean, you're kind of the Team Covenant Twitter.
Kind of.
You reply there. You don't really
I'm the
trust
reply
him.
man. I don't spend too much time on it, though.
So, Tsunami Shot. Real quick. Question of the day is it the best signature card in the game?
Finally, it's like a wave crash. Just beautiful. I mean, can you imagine playing this deck? You just feel awesome all the time because it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Wave crash.
Flip it up saying, dude, I've been here sometimes.
Great to see you flipping it.
Tim Aiken saying Phoenix Barrage from Lulu is probably up there as well.
It's up there, but it's not. It's not as good. Are you pulling up Phoenix Barrage on?
The robot is.
Oh, great. The robot doing work. So the robot works on top of the order? That's really impressive.
Let's just take a look. Phoenix Barrage. Cost 3. Deal 4 damage to a unit, deal 2 damage to a Phoenix Born.
3 dice for 6 damage. 2 dice for 4 damage. That's on rate.
Yeah, except for you get to pick and choose, but you can't damage Phoenix Born.
You can't damage Phoenix Born, no, because I'm playing Ashes.
Yeah, well, like I like killing units and winning the game.
Yeah, but it's because I'm playing Ashes.
Yeah.
And therefore I'm... Oh, we got the picture in picture. Oh, there we go. I'm playing Ashes, which means that I'm paying attention to the board rather than just doing direct damage.
I clearly don't know what I'm doing. Chaos Theory saying Carl Diaz, arguably the best competitive player in Ashes, thinks it's the best card.
I'm not going to say it's vindication, but...
Maybe Phoenix Barrage is the second best.
Have you been doing your research? I couldn't
I've been doing my research. I just
card.
know what 4 damage on the board is. What do you mean research?
For 2 resources is pretty good.
For 2 resources.
Yeah. Don't play those little baby units, you know what I mean? You got to get the beefy boys out.
Yeah, you do have to get the beef. Yeah, but then you just go past it with the Ocean's gift or whatever.
Can't win them all.
Well, can't win them all. It's like a Facebook argument. I agree to disagree.
Yeah, it's like, here's the facts, and then it's like, well, you know, it's just your opinion. It's like, no, it is currently 2:21 p.m., sir.
Wave crash, action, discard, side action, 1 die. Remove a status token from a unit you control to deal 2 damage to a target unit or 1 damage to target Phoenix Born. Love this card. Best card in the game.
This is okay. The problem is it's a card, a resource, and a status token. So like that takes a lot for this is not an always playable card, I guess is the point.
That's correct.
And those kind of cards always make me nervous.
You got more into that after going to the Pro Tour for Fab. Always playable being the key.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Okay, so here's the deal.
Made it through a deck. Man.
Obviously, Tristan is
the GOAT.
The best. Which, of course...
And is it because of his signature card?
No, it's because water is the best element. Look at it. I mean, look at all of it. And it's adaptable. Like, his special is adaptable. He can choose, you know, because water, again, the strongest part of water is it adapts to its container.
But what if the container is designed by the enemy? You're falling for my trap.
Yeah, that's the thing. It adjusts to its container, which is why water has to be adaptable in games for it to be water. Because you know what ice doesn't do? It doesn't adapt to its container.
Yeah, but it can pierce things.
It can.
And it can smash things.
But water, shot out of like a fire hose, can certainly pierce things.
Yes.
Pressure.
It could.
You know? It's a vessel for pressure.
If you have the right vessel, then water can do anything.
It can do anything with the right vessel.
Except for start a fire.
You found the one exception.
Chaos Theory. I love Wave Crash. Side action removal is legit. That is an upside of that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right. We're looking at Rowan.
Let's go to Rowan.
Umberend.
What does that mean, you think? Is that where they're from? Umberend.
I don't think so. I think it's just a name.
Do you think we need more Ashes lore?
It would make sense if we got that in a cooperative scenario.
I just feel like we almost need a lore book.
I think there is a hidden book.
There's a book?
They don't talk about it. It's like the, you know...
The Fight Club of lore?
No. It's more...
There are some people who know where that book is and what it says.
It's like you have a lore book that the designers reference, but it's not like publishable or published material.
Like a source manual.
Yeah, so everyone knows what's going on. It's
just publish it.
Sort of like what Star Wars used to do. They had a running like timeline lore book to try to make sure everything lined out. And then Disney started.
Yeah.
And got rid of all that.
How does that relate to the movies being way worse?
Because there's none of it makes sense. Suddenly Palpatine returns, and no one knows how or cares why.
Well, you just put that in it's the asterisk in the source book there.
Guess they're saying Rowan is from Abalon, the same region that Jericho is from.
Does he have the book?
Guess there? Perhaps he wrote the book.
He may have the book. I wonder if Impossible German has the book as well. Maybe all these guys that are really good at Ashes have the book.
The book. It's like the
Maybe
Illuminati
that's why
of
they're
Ashes.
better than us. Maybe that's why.
They just have the source code.
Yeah, they got the
it's
book.
like people in the Matrix that understand it's zeros and ones.
Huh. Well, that solves it for me. What does Rowan do? 18 health, 5 battlefield, 5 spellboard. Perfectly balanced. I wish that was the Tristan stuff, but it's fine.
Conscript. After an ally you control is destroyed, you may place it face down under this card, discarding any other allies underneath this card. So you can only have one ally.
But you put it under.
Ally is destroyed, goes under.
As a conscript. Okay.
And then he has an ability called Exhume. Action, exhaust, 1 resource, basic. Place an ally that is underneath this card onto your battlefield. Then destroy it.
This comes into play effects only.
And leaves play effects.
This is built for you. Oh my gosh.
Well, and
this is built for you, though, right? This is built for you.
It totally is. Yeah, you have the
Explicitly.
ceremonial dark sacrifice stuff. You want to sacrifice units to do something when they leave, and then they come back in, they leave again, and you have things that trigger off of every time an ally leaves play or whatever. Interestingly, I guess if you use the ability, he's exhausted, so he can't trigger the conscript ability.
At the same time, like, is conscript...
Well, it places the ally in play and destroys it. So then technically that would trigger the after an ally is destroyed. But if he's exhausted, his text is blank.
Oh, right on. Yeah.
Because I was like, do you just keep attaching?
You could just loop it forever here.
Unexhaust him, do it again.
So you got to play it normally, then it's got to leave play, go under, and then come out, and then it goes forever into the discard pile.
Yeah.
After it comes out, it's exhumed.
Unless,
That's
of course,
awesome
you have
mechanic.
something that is like, when an ally is destroyed,
Yeah.
besides this, that does something else to the ally. So we'll come back to that, I'm sure.
You're going to put, and you have that like Chant of Revenge when an ally, or when something leaves play, you put a token on it, and then you do one of the Phoenix Born. Yeah.
You got it. We're there.
Summon Ruin Dweller.
Basic action. No resources put into play. It's a dirtler. We like it. Action, exhaust, ceremonial die, time die. Place a Ruin Dweller conjuration onto your battlefield. So it's a 2-cost unit.
Okay.
Or conjuration. It better be good.
Well, let's take a look at it.
The Ruin Dweller. It's a snake. I like snakes. 3 attack in games. I don't like them in real life. You know what I mean? 3 attack, 2 life, 0 recovery. Blight 1. At the end of the round, or when this unit is destroyed, as a result of an attack an opponent controls, deal damage to a target Phoenix Spawn.
So it doesn't work with the ability.
Specifically.
That's interesting that they would include that in the precon, that it explicitly doesn't work with the ability.
It's a conjuration. This only works with allies.
Oh, right on.
Yeah,
Well, there you go. Okay, that's why they did it.
You can have 2 in play.
So if it stays out, basically, if you don't destroy those guys, at the end of the round, they do a damage. Or if you attack them to get them off the board, they do a damage. So no matter what's happening, they're doing 1 damage to you.
That's really annoying. Yeah, you put them into play. It's like, well, you either kill it and take a damage, or you just let it sit there and it keeps doing the damage.
Chant of Erosion.
Now, let's talk about some art,
erosion
dude.
Against water? Water does erosion.
Yeah.
How does this guy get the Chant of Erosion whenever water is the source of all erosion on the planet? Some of that.
Well, isn't time also
Things
the
that
source
make
of
you go,
erosion?
huh? Time plus water?
Time in general also does it.
I
Time
suppose
plus
air
sunlight,
could erode
time plus
something.
air.
Yeah, I guess sunlight could as well.
Time plus fire. It will erode. Anyways, side action ceremonial die. This is cool art. After an ally you control is destroyed, place a status token on the spell if it has no status token on it.
Easy.
Action, exhaust. Remove a status token from the spell to attach an eroding conjured alteration spell to a target unit.
You can erode something. What does that mean? Wait, where is that? Oh, it's way down here. We're going to go... You know what? Can I cycle through, Jonathan? A while?
You can just say eroding and it'll pop it up.
Eroding. Let's look at eroding. Eroding. Robot. Come to my aid. Okay, check this out.
That's cool art too. Look at that. That's kind of creepy. The hand in the back. Oof. Eroding conjured alteration spell unit. -1 attack, -1 recovery. The flavor text I just caught. Time passes so cruelly. No? At the end of the round, deal 1 damage to the attached unit and then discard this spell. So,
Love
Chant
this.
of Erosion, side action, you put it in. After an ally is destroyed, you get a status token. You can dirtle with an action. Exhaust, boom, -1/-1. At the end of the round, you take a damage and then lose the spell.
Yeah, that's great.
Over and over again.
This is going to be awesome.
All right. Chant of Hostility. Side action, ceremonial. After an ally you control is destroyed, place a status token on the spell. If it has no status, same concept. Side action, exhaust. Remove status token from the spell to add 1 to the attack value of a target unit you control for the remainder of the turn. So,
Dude,
same idea.
Look at the art on that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Big old snake.
He's like pointing his angry snake on his way.
Yeah, you gotta really be in it to trust that that snake isn't gonna eat you right there, right?
You gotta really believe what's going
You
on.
better be chanting real good. Okay. Chant of Hostility. How about some allies that you can
We need the allies. Yeah.
re-summon?
Next is Crypt Guardian. Action. Goat. Hourglass. Basic. 2 attack, 4 life, 1 recover. Unit guard. Like that. Shackle 1. At the end of the round, or when this unit is destroyed as a result of a spell, ability, or dice power, you may place an exhaustion token on a target unexhausted unit.
So
Ooh, it's so good.
it's destroyed, you exhaust something, it goes to Rowan, you exhume him, he dies, and you exhaust something.
Yeah,
Because it's
so-
by an ability, right?
Yeah, you basically have this guy out. Let's say you have that. There's a card that you can sacrifice a unit to do any number of things. So you get that part. You exhaust something, attaches. Then he's going to let you exhaust another thing. There's 2 exhaustion around with this thing.
It's going to be awful.
And he's unit guard.
Unit guard with 4 life. So he just, this is just, isn't it funny how different it is? Those 2 decks. These are better precons than we've seen in the past. These are really good precons.
Yeah.
They feel like they're actually doing stuff, not just putting out sheep. You know what I'm saying?
It's weirdly on the money. Yeah. All right, next we get a little bit of discovery. Action
I'm a little
spell,
bit discovery.
discard. A little bit of Lexus. I watched that episode the other day. It was very
Dude,
fun.
you have to imagine during that scene, everybody at the shoot was losing their minds.
Yeah, everyone behind the camera and stuff.
They probably had to redo it a million times, right?
I would love to see a lot of outtakes from that show
Yeah.
because that had to be a lot. Those characters are over the top.
She's like halfway through it, and you just have to imagine at a certain point, there's such an uproar of how much she's nailing it in the background. Everyone has to leave.
yeah,
She's got to be by herself doing that bit because it's too funny.
A little bit of Lexus.
La 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 la.
It's so good. Oh man! Even the way she sets it up, it's like her the pilot of her world acclaimed reality show about her life that never went past the pilot. Like it's just like so funny. Discovery. Action spell discard. Action, basic, discard. This is great. I love when the Phoenixborn are not tied to the magic types. I think that's something they definitely learned.
Yeah.
It just leaves it open, right? Anyways, Discovery. Attach a red Raindrop conjured alteration spell to your Phoenixborn. Then shuffle this card into your draw pile. Oh, wow. So it costs you a card, but it puts itself back in the deck, right? Also want to read the flavor text real quick.
Oh my god, the art on Red Raindrop is sick.
Why would we feed her what we wants to feed it? Red
Dude,
Raindrop.
this this may be top. I mean, I'm old-fashioned
Weird.
fantasy guy. Ultimately,
It's got no blue on it. And you're over here. Maybe you are objective.
I'm trying. I'm trying not to. At a certain point, you just accept that what you grew up with is what you'll love forever. And this hits. Like Player's Handbook 2nd edition. This hits like Diablo 1. This hits, man.
Yeah, this art's slapping, as they say. Red Raindrop. Conjured alteration spell Phoenixborn. At the end of the round, you may deal 1 damage to a target unit. Then, if there are 3 red raindrops attached to your Phoenixborn, place a Reborn Chimera Conjuration onto your battlefield.
Are you kidding me?
The spell cannot be affected by an opponent's spell. So hold on. Play this, it shuffles back into your deck.
Okay.
And then attaches red raindrop. Then at the end of each round, red raindrops do any damage. So you get 2 or 3 of these out.
Yeah, so you just keep building up your Rowan with raindrops.
But once you have 3 red raindrops, raindrops keep falling on my head.
Then you get this crazy thing, Reborn Chimera.
And I do believe the chimeras are what we're supposed to be fighting in the PvE. I mean, these are like the big bad anti-Phoenix.
Are they like the original like gods of the universe kind of thing?
Yeah. Reborn Chimera.
Dude, this looks like honestly, this looks straight out of when I was studying Hinduism in college. They had some crazy like deities, godhead stuff, and like it gets like I loved it because the approach to the divine was like it's so weird that it creeps you out. Like it's not like here's a nice loving thing. It's like it's a different level of experience that you can never understand, and it's so weird that you're just confused.
I felt like
Looks like that.
Some of that in like the Egyptian god stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's like they have some really creepy
just like,
things going on.
you don't really want to be there, you know. It's like you're immortal, you know.
It's like I need to not be living.
Yeah, exactly.
Reborn Chimera, 4 attack, 4 life. This better. I mean, it's got to be crazy what it's doing, right? 4 attack, 4 life, 0 recover. Overkill 3. After this unit destroys an opponent's unit by attacking, deal 3 damage to that opponent's target Phoenixborn.
Dude, okay, hold on just a second. This is awesome, clearly. At the end of the round, you get this to your battlefield. So if it happens whenever you're going first on the next turn, this comes in fresh, and you take the first action.
That's 3 auto damage that's coming up the teeth. Yeah, and it's basically a free unit, right?
That's unbelievable.
Because like this is going to cost you a resource and 2 cards.
It's not easy.
Then you get 1 damage. So he's going to want the game to go long.
Yeah. Yeah, like Auric.
Yeah, but a little less.
It's a different kind of enlightenment that's being reached.
It is.
He's reaching like swamp elephant enlightenment.
It's a darker kind of enlightenment.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, that was cool. That was a fun little surprise there. Luke is asking, have we heard that Disney's making a TCG? What is that, Lorcana?
We have heard.
We have heard.
And he asking if you think it'll affect. I don't think it'll affect Marvel Champions at all. But I will say, mark me on this one.
Okay, hold on.
I 100% predicted this 18 months ago, 12 months ago.
That's true, on the podcast. In fact, somebody was mentioning that in the discussion channel.
Which is TCG started getting hot in late 2020. Fab took off. All the old TCGs started spiking in value. We saw Kickstarters happening for new TCGs doing very well. And then I said that big corporations with spreadsheets would say TCGs are worth doing again, and we'd start seeing the big IPs. So the fact that Disney, that's not the first one I would have picked.
Maybe the biggest.
Like if it had been Star Wars or Lord of the Rings,
A Marvel
or
TCG. Come on.
Dune, or Marvel. So the fact that there's like a Disney branded, accessible, supposed to be accessible, less conflicty
I'd love to play it.
thing. Yeah, of course, I'll check it out. But not surprised at all. I think we're just seeing the second iteration of the 90s, 2000s CCG boom.
Yeah.
And like it's going to get crowded.
And this one will end well positive, I'm sure, as compared to the last one.
The market is a lot bigger. The TCG market in general is significantly bigger.
We will find the
But
ceiling.
yes, I think there will be a lot of games that come out, and a lot of games. That's what the Kickstarters I was nervous about, like all the TCG Kickstarters, because there's only so much space, so many players, so many resources, or so much money that can go towards the people buying these games. But yeah, Disney.
That's the thing about the Disney one is that's an entirely different pocket. Like that goes to people who have never thought about a TCG before.
Yeah, and it's both like Disney collectors in general, which those people exist. And then also, there hasn't been a lot of TCG action so far in the like younger audiences, which is single digit / teenage people.
You're right. It has been all the people who like grew up during the formative years of Magic and are trying to kind of recapture the lightning in a bottle that they felt.
Yep.
Sorcery is doing that the best so far.
I even think some of those games kind of hit the almost Yu-Gi-Oh vibe too, or age. Like that, some of the, I don't know.
We got to play Yu-Gi-Oh on stream, man. I know nothing about it.
It's
and
crazy.
I just immediately have an adverse reaction to it, so I really want to play it.
You'd be surprised.
We need to play Yu-Gi-Oh! We need to play MetaZoo. Man,
Yeah.
read into that nonverbal communication.
I absolutely think we should play all of these things. Yeah, for sure. Anyways, not surprised. I'll definitely check it out. I mentioned Peter Pan earlier. Like, there's so much about the Disney IP. There was some like Kingdom Hearts card game a long time ago, and Kingdom Hearts is its own.
It was that video game RPG that had Disney characters in it.
Yeah, but I think you could potentially have a very fun card game based on the Disney IP.
Yeah.
Holistically in like a really kind of clever, fun way.
That's true. We can get a subscription for it, man. That could be the biggest game of our history.
You never know.
Just gotta call it Disney.
It's Ravensburger. Ravensburg?
I've never had one.
I did just go to France. I mean, they were delicious. You know what I mean? Anyways, back to the topic du jour.
We've never talked to Ravensburger before about anything.
I think we have.
What do they do? They're board game people, right?
Just make sure you hit 0 when you're all done with everything.
Okay, yeah. Thanks.
I think we did. There was a couple Gen Cons where we really. This is not it.
You're not the right Ravensburger. That's so good.
Hold on. There was couple Gen Cons where we did a lot of videos of board games. Ravensburger.
What do they do? Labyrinth, Indigo.
I'll find the game that you did.
It's fascinating they're doing this TCG, right? Like, where did that come from? Puerto Rico. I mean,
they did like Disney Villainous, so they already had the lines.
I see. Yeah. They probably pitched it then.
They had Pokemon Labyrinth.
I wonder if it went up the chain or came down the chain, as you should be.
Disney
doing a TCG.
Gargoyles.
Okay, so they got all the Disney stuff. Right on. Taco Bell Party Pack card game.
Let's see if there's
clearly making the hits.
Award-winning games. Let's click that category.
Yeah, that's probably what
it'd be funny if there's nothing in there. Paw Patrol.
Pokemon Labyrinth, Super Mario Labyrinth. They seem like they're into the licensing thing.
Yeah, they obviously are with Disney. Strategy games. San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Carpe Diem.
Yeah.
All right, these are games. These are known
In
quantities.
the Year of the Dragon. Las Vegas Royale.
Marvel Villain. Castles of Burgundy. That's the classic.
Yeah,
right? Do we have
is.
that over there?
Yeah, I think so.
I think we're going to play that one on stream soon. Colin, of course, correctly saying we got to play Digimon first.
We did receive the starters.
Yeah, Digimon actually looks cool. I'm saying Yu-Gi-Oh! And MetaZoo are things we have to play just to do it. Not because we want to. Because
I'm going to be honest. Early on when I first saw MetaZoo, before I knew anything about the game itself.
When you first saw what?
Before I saw anything about the game.
Yeah.
Like the look of it was appealing to me. In like an off-kilter, reminds me of when I was a kid and I first saw like Pokemon stuff.
You talking about Digimon?
No, I'm talking about MetaZoo.
Oh, MetaZoo, yeah.
Like especially the early Pokemon before it got really refined.
Yeah.
Like some of those early card arts, it's like, this is hitting. And then once health increments were in 5 out of 1,000, I was out. I was just immediately on.
Yeah, you're right. Well, that's fine. It's fine to be out. Because from what I hear and have read about the rules, it's absolute garbage. Era's End. Maybe it's not, but that's why we need to play it. Yu-Gi-Oh! As well. I've always just thought in my head Yu-Gi-Oh! Is not great gameplay-wise. But I haven't played it. So
But have you ever summoned a Blue Eyes White Dragon?
I haven't. Era's End is incredible art as well. I mean, come on, man.
This is the old Twin Suns, literally right out of the Star Wars.
I think that's a moon, dog.
It looks like Twin Suns to me. You know what I mean?
What is the moon if not a second sun? Action, side action, 1 die. Resolve all effects that trigger at the end of the round on unexhausted cards currently in play in the order of
We
choice.
like
This card's
the
gonna break
stock.
the game.
We
It's gonna
like
break
the
the game.
stock.
It's gonna break the game. Just play it already. Of course, that's going to be a card.
That's how we get to that.
for the end of time.
Chimera.
My gosh.
Oh, you know what's nuts about this? Hold on. These red raindrops. Once you get 3, at the end of each round, you get a Reborn Chimera.
Yeah. So you can just Era's End once you get the 3rd raindrop, and then you don't have to wait till the end of the round.
But then, like, literally every round from then on, you're getting that Chimera. Because at the end of the round, it checks.
Oh, yeah. You don't have to cash them in or anything?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's like, once you have 3 red raindrops.
So you're just dropping crazy elephant every turn?
At the end of the round, you do 3, and you drop the elephant. Or every time you play Era's End, you do the same thing.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now this is what I call Ashes.
So we need to draw we need to have all the card draw cards, and we need to see these cards as soon as possible.
So it's a filter combo deck, basically.
I want like
setup.
By turn 2, you probably want to have. Side note: this is a deck I might end up building on stream.
What's up, Van?
You start with Discovery in your opening hand. You play the card that lets you go get another card.
Mm-hmm.
So you can the
open memories.
Open memory, so you get another Discovery, and that's like your whole opening hand.
Yeah. So then you lose on turn 2.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Trust me.
Using those shuffle bus decks, they're winning on turn 3. I mean, they're doing crazy.
But I'm saying,
they're weaving together.
To make this happen, you have to on turn 2 have all 3 in play.
Yeah, which is not impossible to do.
That's what I'm saying. You can get 2 on turn 1, and then there's 3 copies of that in your deck.
We'll see what Impossible German does with our adventure.
Impossible's right there in his name.
Excavate. Let's check it out. What do you think about that? Got 2 dice, main action. Discard it from your hand. Discard 3 cards to the top of your draw pile. If you do, place one of them into your hand. Deal 3 damage to target. Come on now. Come on now.
It's right there. It's right there on the box.
This is a dang old combo deck.
Yeah.
Wow.
We are reaching enlightenment very quickly, unlike Auric. I feel like, you know how we talked about for a long time having like heart rate monitors on us when we're playing on stream?
Yeah.
Which is a certain kind of intense. I would also like to have a temperature in the studio.
Dude, it's a little warm in here, isn't it?
Hot
Yeah,
in here.
it's a little warm in here.
I'm dying.
Man, we got a string of. You must have said a string of cards just then. Or I hope we're not in a death cycle right now. Jonathan left, and it's like suddenly we're. Oh, here we are. We're a knowledge seeker. That was right. And then I'll go to the previous one.
Dude, this is a character I would want to play in like Earthborn or like an RPG.
Yeah.
Like, look at this character.
100%. It's very Miyazaki, isn't it?
Yeah, I love this cloak. I love the map. I like maps. I don't know why.
You do like maps.
Yeah. See, it goes back to the whole pirate thing too.
Mm-hmm.
Maps everywhere.
We don't know that that's a map necessarily. It could be a scroll of words, wisdom.
It could be, but my mind saw it as a map immediately.
What is it? 2 dice, main action, seek 3. Comes into play, look at the top 3 cards you draw pile. Place each card on the top or bottom. So it's just filtering.
We're looking for the raindrops, baby.
It's a 2/2/1, and when it's destroyed, draw up to 1 card.
Dude,
Come
with
on,
this
man.
ability,
Come on,
right?
man.
So it gets destroyed, I draw a card. Then I trigger this, comes out, destroy it, draw a card. And when it comes into play, he'll get the come into play and the leave. So you opt 3 and draw a card.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
It's so good. We're going to Raindrop Town, baby.
Dude, that
Turn
means
1.
Rowan could run all sorts of degenerate stuff. Like
totally.
that combos out.
Prepare to be boarded.
Rapture.
This card has to be good. That is a creepy looking dude.
Ooh, so creepy.
He
or
reminds
hag
me
of some kind.
You know what? Maybe he reminds me of Green Goblin from the Tobey Maguire.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways,
main action. Knife. Destroy an unexhausted ally you control to deal a damage to all units opponents control.
dude, picture this. Knowledge
Picture
seeker,
this.
right on the table.
Yeah.
Sitting here, you don't want to destroy it because then you give me the card.
Yeah,
I opted,
nobody wants
right?
that. Yeah.
And then I'm like, how about we do a Rapture? I sacrifice this. You take 1 to all your units. I get to draw a card. Then next turn, I get to draw a card. I look at the top 3 filter and draw another card.
Yeah. Makes sense. Deck works together.
Yes, they're saying that's a lady.
Yeah, you know what we. And then finally, we'll go past the red raindrops, which you've already seen, and the crazy elephant. But good to look at that again, ultimately. There's the raindrops. Man, those raindrops are awesome. Mm-hmm. That is honestly worth playing Rowan just to have those on the board.
The raindrops.
Looks fantastic. Here's a Ritualist. Last one in the game, in the deck.
This is from that card
I
we were talking about.
love this art too. I love this art.
The Rapture card looks like the same person.
Yep.
Ritualist, 1 standard action, 1 knife, 1 attack, 1 life, 1 recover, and can't. When this unit comes into play, you may search your draw pile or discard pile for a ready spell with Chant in its title. Reveal it and place it into your hand. If you search your draw pile, shuffle it.
What has Chant in the name? Like Chant of Revenge?
Yep.
It's got to be in this deck, right?
That's where I started. All of this whole conversation started with Chant of Revenge. Yeah. Put that there. Okay.
Right.
I love that. One cost ally that lets you search your deck when it comes into play. So you get your effect. Even here, right? Rowan can trigger that multiple times. So when you sacrifice this to do something like play spiders, it attaches.
Yeah, of course.
Then you trigger this, comes into play. You get your card.
Degenerate to the core.
You're not wrong.
I thought that Rowan was going to have a lot of come into play, do damage, least play, do damage effects. But in fact, it's searching and filtering deck effects. Mm-hmm. Searching for raindrops, which is why Ashes is so good. Okay, here we go. I'm on Adventuring Party for 7 constructed Ashes decks from one collection. Beautiful display there, Jayson. Looks good. Great picture. Good plant. You see that plant frame nicely in the back? Look at that. That takes a little time to set up.
Yeah, that was not unintentional. The dice on top.
You don't think the house looks like that all the time? You think that was actually set up for
I
this
don't know.
photo
You got the
shoot?
nice wood floor. Is that a corner, or is the plant covering the corner? I think the plant's covering the corner.
It is. It's covering the line, the corner line, isn't it? Got all the dice up there. I think this is how the floor
long does
looks
this take
all
you
the
to set
time.
this up?
I bet it takes 10 to 15 minutes for sure, at least.
It takes a lot. Taking good photos takes a lot of time. Tim's saying there's 2 chants in the Rowan deck. I didn't see any.
Oh, look at Jayson here. As always, all my love to the Ashes Reborn and Team Covenant Discord servers that keep me doing this. We know now that not all Adventuring Party decks are made equal. My apologies for the inevitable balance issues that will excavate themselves in this set of AP decks. I've done my best to minimize them, so apparently they're all perfectly balanced.
And all the AP decks can all be built at the same time, right?
That's right.
Including all the old ones.
I don't know if that's true. I think every new Adventuring Party is you can
group?
have them all built at the same time.
By the way, there were 2 chants in this deck. The Chant of Erosion, Chant of Hostility.
Right on. Of course. A lot of chanting. Now look at this. Thanks to all my playtest partners, brainstormers, and testing guinea pigs, you know who you are. Are you one of those?
No. Are you kidding?
AP is always far more a community effort than it gets credit for, and I'm glad for all the love it gets.
That's very kind of him to say.
Per usual, Phoenix-born
Maybe I am a tester.
abilities in the first 5 are notated in brackets. And now, your latest Adventuring Party. Aerodel, of course, boring. The Cultist, Rowan. Have you seen this? Have you built it already?
Yeah. I have it mostly built, but I needed cards from this deck I hadn't opened yet.
Makes sense. So you're going to be playing the Cultist. The Cultist's cruel machinations will make his enemies fear the return of the Red Rains. By digging relentlessly to find the necessary pieces of his plan while keeping his opponent at bay, the Cultist is the harbinger of apocalypse, the bringer of inevitable doom.
I love everything in that sentence.
So apparently Rowan is such a... Let's go to the main shot here. Rowan is such a cool Phoenix-born. What makes up his strongest deck is still an open question, but a lot of folks think those decks will focus on one side of his kit at a time, either maximizing Exhume or summoning big Reborn Chimeras.
What's Exhume?
That's his ability, the Rowan ability.
Okay.
It's like a lot of comes into play effects and stuff, or you go for the raindrops. So perhaps ambitiously, Jayson says, I have tried to do both for the Cultist. This theme is so strong. Spirits and demons and zombie hordes really do a lot to sell our fantasy here. The game plan is to use those strong defensive units to buy time while you dig for discovery. You've got Shared Sorrow to ping a unit and get discovery out of the discard, a healthy burn package, and Generosity.
You're speaking straight to my soul.
A healthy burn package. Let it be a healthy burn package. Yeah, Zach,
known for my healthy burn
Zach
package.
Butt is a healthy burn package. Perfect.
Oh, man.
And you've got Generosity, by all accounts, an absolute knockout card for Rowan, who likes all 3 options pretty much equally. Rising Horde is the best target for Exhume. That's for you. Which is why we prefer first 5-1, but you can get a little more offense going with first 5-2 against slower decks. So there's 2 options that you're provided with. Which is how you know that things are getting
too much power
good.
in my hands.
Yeah. False Demon, Zach, is your secret weapon to clear out your own exhausted little guys, especially a horde your opponent is trying to wait out. You're going to close out the game with Reborn Chimera, but you've also got, you can play the game as well.
Mark Hasler just tuned in, and OMG, what is this cutaway
What's
cam?
up, Mark?
People love it.
We got a new cam.
Here's what I'm going to need you to do. If you like the new cam angle, smash that like button, hit subscribe, turn on the bell. Go to Taco Bell. What is it?
If you like the new camera, go to Taco Bell.
Hot sauce bar, baby. They've got a hot sauce bar.
That is so great.
The turn on and subscribe thing. Should definitely have hot sauce bar.
Somebody who's so like out of touch with YouTube this like, and like we always say, if you like the camera, go to Taco Bell. It's like,
and then the little Taco Bell thing goes up. Hot sauce bar. Hit the bell. Subscribe.
Oh man, Dios Moss. What was it? They had the Live Moss.
That wasn't Taco Bueno.
I think that was Taco Bell. I've never seen a Taco Bueno ad. They're strictly. They used to be better, and then they got way worse.
Maybe you have seen that. They just were unnotable. Yeah, I think Live Moss was Taco Bell. I feel like they could be a sponsor with the hot sauce bar and like the subscribe to the bell button, and then it's like hit that bell, and then it cuts to us hitting the Taco Bell.
And
you know what I mean?
What goes best with Taco Bell is a lot of water.
You get one of those quesadillas.
Rinse that out.
They're a little spicy. If you go to the hot sauce bar, spicy. You need the water.
And the dehydrating factor of all of the disgusting ingredients they use. Also got to rinse it out.
When was the last time we had Taco Bell?
I mean, it was the last time I was...
When was the last time you hit the bell? You know what I mean?
The last time I wasn't remembering things, basically. So probably
6 months ago?
6 to 8, yeah, last night. 6 to 8 months ago, I'd say.
Honestly, I don't remember.
some kind of a night, go see a concert downtown. And
it's always a mistake night, right?
Yeah, but
like I'm going to pay for it tomorrow night.
In the moment, though.
It's the best thing in the world.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I'm with you.
I do think in sobriety, for sure, they oversauce.
In sobriety?
Like when I'm like able to really appreciate what's happening at Taco Bell and not just like consuming out of a sense of kind of primal lust.
Consumption, yeah.
They put way too much sauce in their stuff. Sour cream, way too much. It's like a sour cream sauce. It's not even like a sour cream. It's like a sour cream sauce.
I only eat the quesadilla there. And they don't really sauce that.
What do you get on it? Can you even eat a quesadilla anymore?
I mean,
I get an apple quesadilla.
I can eat whatever I want, hypothetically. But no, it has a lot of stuff I don't usually eat on it at this point. But I don't really go to Taco Bell either. But it's like cheese, chicken, and then some kind of spicy sauce, but not like crazy amounts of it.
Just a cheese
quesadilla,
chicken,
right?
Yeah, cheese chicken quesadilla. Okay.
Dr. Doak, Taco Bell switching to overnight oats confirmed.
Yeah, 100%, right?
Dude, it's so good to be back on the oats. I feel like a new man.
Yeah, it is kind of it's as much your liberation as it is a crutch.
It's only a crutch if I can't find oats.
A lot of times those things live in the same space. Here becomes a tyrant kind of thing.
I opened mine so I don't have to steal your cards.
Okay, so check out my deck. This is going to be baller.
Yeah, what's the concept?
It has all the stuff I love. With deadly combos and explosive potential, the Archer is a formidable foe. From tiny fish to menacing bears, the Archer will use whatever it takes to see their might respected and their realm brought to glory.
You got those frostback bears, though?
Yeah,
Come on.
Nobody thought Tristan would be bad, but his versatility has proven surprising, and he's certainly got a monster of unique card in Tsunami Shot, which some folks are calling the best card in the game.
You read this beforehand. That's you didn't know that was the best card.
He maybe seeded me on that, honestly. I may have read this. The Archer's take on Tristan is more combo-oriented than a lot of AP decks, focusing heavily on abundant pings via Nature's Wrath, the aforementioned Tsunami Shot, and a little trick we've got access to. Prism Tetras and Rile the Meek. Tetras may not be great outside of Tristan, but he really makes them sing. Both Tetras and Cobra are great targets for Magnify. That's the thing that ups their abilities by 1. And we've got a backup mill win condition with Enchanted Violinist. Speaking my language, I love mill, I love combo.
You love mill?
Right now, Frostback Bear gets up to Terrifying 2 and Magnify is used.
How do you feel about oat mill?
Which can sometimes be a winning play as well. My God. Tetra / Ryle has reliable backup targets with Cobra / Gilder. I get the Gilders as well.
Man, you're playing all the hits.
And between Ryle and Tsunami, you have a lot of ways to deal with enemy units, opening up big swings with Bear, Tetra, and the rest of the gang. Never stop letting those arrows fly, and Tristan will find his way to notch a win. Very good. Very tasteful, kind of like flavor
and the theme there.
Talk there as well.
John the Bard saying, try our new Cheesy Fiesta overnight oats.
That's quality content.
Cheese and oats really are not meant for each other.
Yeah, cheese and oats. Well, cheese and oats. Okay, 3 Enchanted Violinist. Actually, this is a lot of the deck that I just took apart is being used here. Nature's Wrath is in here too. Wow.
It's a good card, turns out.
Crescendo. Oh, we got Ice Trap as well. Good. Ice and water go together.
We've got Abundance, Summon Ancestor Spirit. You can't have one without the other, you know?
Yeah.
Summon False Demon.
Dude, I'm playing 3 Molten Gold.
Ruin Dweller. Yeah.
I'm the degenerate.
Who's degenerate now?
I had 1 in there. That's really kind of me.
Ruin Dweller. Got it. Turtle Guard.
All right, let's go to the board.
Archer. Knowledge Seeker.
And the Knowledge Crystals?
That was the map. I love the Knowledge Seeker. Rising
Ooh, and I've got
Horde.
Sonic Swordsman too. Nice, good for me.
Call upon the realms. Discovery. That's the signature card.
We're having a good time. We're having a good time.
I was going to say, if you're somehow watching this and not familiar with Ashes, every time we get this back out, I remember how much I enjoy playing this game. And it's certainly worth checking out if you're into card games at all. And maybe even if you're not.
I mean, just look at it. Would you look at
that?
We may be spending too much time together at this point.
Yeah, it's true. It is true.
Man, I don't get to play any of the cool water stuff, Jayson. What the heck is this deck? I don't get any water stuff except for Tristan, and I get Tristan, Prism Tetras, and Tsunami Shot. That's a failure.
Are we complaining about this?
Yeah, we're complaining because I want to look at the water stuff.
I was made for water.
It's fine, though. I guess winning is more important.
Extra stuff. Where did my...
Van said, so I got charged for something from TC recently. Not sure what it was. Perhaps Soulforge? Well, Van, first of all, that proves to me that you're a deep level subscriber. So thank you for that. Secondarily, you can find the receipt, of course, always in your email.
And you can also go to your account.
And you can go to your account to see what you got charged for as well. You see all your orders. So a subscription gets processed, it generates an order. You can look at recent orders, particularly probably the processing. No, it would probably read completed at this point. So yeah, check it out.
I mean, it might be processing if you were just charged for it.
Yeah,
like if you were charged for Soulforge,
if it's fresh,
which was recently charged.
It's probably Soulforge, Van. If that's the unknown, it's probably in the pocket there. Unless you're just going to Ashes delivery, in which case it's Ashes.
Let's look at this first.
Hey, you remember when we organized our entire collections?
Before we didn't touch our collections for 3 months, and then we're very happy that we did exactly
that.
that.
Oh my gosh, and like now it's paying off.
Yeah, when I was getting these stacks of cards out before the stream, I was thanking ourselves for that exact thing.
Here's what it is.
What it is
to what degree, and this is a real question, because I often say, like, I'll be in the moment, I'll be present, and then I'll be like, I need to do X, or I need to find Y, or, oh no, something has happened, and then I will have pre-thought of what could go wrong and solved it ahead of time. And then I'll be like, oh, and then I'll pull the cord that I needed out of my laptop bag that I put in there because I know at some point I'm going to forget my charger, and there it is. And then I say, thank you, past Steven, for taking care of current Steven. To what degree should you be thinking about your future self and ensuring that entity's well-being at the expense of your current enjoyment of things? Is there a right balance, you know?
It's just a complex equation, right?
There are some people that's almost like zero.
I saw recently somewhere it was like discipline being defined as doing the hard thing now to make the future thing easier.
Mm-hmm.
But to your point is
that can go too hard though.
If you're always doing things to make future better, but you're never
enjoying
it.
Yeah.
Then what are you doing?
What are you doing? Yeah, so you got what's the right, you know?
It's the old yin yang, man. You gotta have a little this, little that.
The middle path, the middle way. Huh?
You gotta know. I mean, I don't know. I'm somewhat of a min-max person.
Yeah. Yeah, when you like go oats, you go oats.
Yeah, like I flipped the switch, and it's been almost a year, and that's been like almost the only thing I eat at breakfast.
You're basically all oats at this point.
But it's a balance. It's got to be a balance. But
where do you find the line, you know?
I think it's in a judgment of, is the pain now worth the savings later? And
It's a value play.
Yeah. Like at all points, you have to be making that judgment. Some people don't even think about it. One direction or another. They just always, I think on the example is my wife is I will do the hard thing now always to make future easier, but to the detriment always of now. So it's really hard for her to ever really relax and like just let loose.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, because like you might be on vacation, but you're like, I need to go ahead and check into the airline, or like I need to get my bags packed so that tomorrow morning it's easier, even though it's a beautiful sunset. Like that kind of a thing.
Yeah. Or it's like I'm on vacation now. I was recently in Europe, so on vacation in Europe, and like I don't really want to spend money on something because what if we need that money later?
Right.
And it's like, well, yeah, but you're in Europe. Like you can't come back this moment.
Previous Serena was saving money for in Europe Serena.
But now Europe Serena is saving
money for
like,
back home Serena.
At some point, you got to spend it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. It's a fascinating question. Because Shannon's on the opposite end of that spectrum, as you might expect. Where it's like constantly handicapping future Shannon so that current Shannon doesn't have to deal with anything, which is also a way to go. I mean, it might be the same time in, time out situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous, but that's maybe more a me problem than anything else.
I would say I'm not as extreme on that scale as your wife, but I would say I'm further that direction definitely than you and or my wife.
Yeah.
I will, I think, slide longer to enjoy what's going on, but I don't know. I think it's trying to get in the middle somewhere. That's at least been a pursuit of mine. I used to be worse about it. A lot of lack of process, a lot of lack of discipline. Eventually, though, you have enough strife all the time that you're asking the question, how do I stop this from happening?
That's true. If you're asking that question, if you recognize it, I think that's the key. If you recognize I could have prevented this, or I could be doing something differently now, so it doesn't happen in the future. Yeah,
even like we joke about the oats all the time, but that pursuit on my side was I've seen a lot of my family members get older and get really unhealthy just by not being crazy, but being normal. It's like just things that exist genetically in our family. And it was asking the question, I'm willing to eat less enjoyably now.
Nice. To eat at all.
To get an extra 15, 20 years of health on the back end. And that's a risk because I might not make it to that point.
That's true. You could be doing all of that for nothing.
So then, I cut out Oreos for no reason.
It's
devastating.
Very true. Yeah.
But honestly, at this point, what's really cool is I don't really want the Oreo.
That's what happens, right?
Yeah.
But then, thinking about my life not wanting things like hamburgers.
I don't know if that'll ever be true.
I don't know.
That's also...
Maybe I don't even want that, but I would want it after that. But now Steven doesn't want that, but future Steven who doesn't want it obviously doesn't want it. You know?
Yeah. But I mean, it's also the kind of thing where
eating hamburgers is hardly an identity.
It can be.
Well, I suppose you're right.
It could be the kind of thing where let's say you really enjoy hamburgers, but this is what happened with Oreos. I still enjoy Oreos, but I don't enjoy how they make me feel. And as you get older, I think that's more the case a lot of times. And especially when you switch and then you're used to feeling better, then you have the thing that makes you feel worse. And it's the taste of that thing is not worth the feeling of that thing.
Yeah.
And as you get older too, I mean, it's the same thing with staying up late or you make fun of, as growing up, it's it's 10 o'clock, gotta go to bed, dad or whoever it is. And it's now I totally get it.
Yep.
So you know what? I'd rather just go to sleep when I'm tired and have a normal amount of sleep, and I'll enjoy tomorrow more.
I respect that. I can.
But sometimes you're in Europe or friends in town.
Absolutely.
You're hanging out at a big Ashes event in Tulsa. At some point,
and it's time to cash it in.
And it's you know what? I've been sleeping well all year. I've been eating healthy. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna stay up 3 or 4 extra hours tonight and have a good time. Remember this for the rest of my life.
I love it. Yeah. Can't argue with that.
You could almost treat it like a bank account, right?
I do think that's...
You make investments and deposits into good decision discipline, and then sometimes you write checks.
Yeah, eventually you do have to write the check.
But you can't enjoy life not writing checks.
You can't save for retirement and then never retire.
Galactus, you say that now, but let's put some Oreos on the table.
I love Oreos, man, with some milk. Oh my gosh, that's totally worth it. I don't feel bad at all after that. I feel jacked. I feel happy.
I feel good for about 30 minutes.
Wow.
And then I'm just like, I mean, would I eat Oreos? That's one of the things too about the switch for me was like, I didn't want an extreme like keto. You can only ever do this, and once you do one thing wrong, it like really messes you up.
Yeah.
So like, occasionally I do want to have a hamburger or an Oreo or whatever it is.
Good for you.
But
you need to be a purist, right?
Tristan, are you trying to tell us you're ready for bed now? I will say, coming from Europe, I've never been hit by jet lag like this.
Really? You still feeling it?
Yeah, it'll be like 7:30 p.m. and that's like 1:30 in the morning where I was, and I'll just be like exhausted. Like right now, it feels late.
It's a bummer, man.
And it's not late. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I gotta tell you one thing though. I am on fire currently.
The heat?
Yes.
Yeah, it's the hottest it's ever been in this room.
Like, what is going on? Is it because Jonathan was in here? I mean, it's like...
Well, you guys shut the air off early.
It's like a desert.
You shut the air off early because you were doing the testing.
I'm going to open the door.
Yeah, my body's on fire.
I'm like...
I'm going to have to, like, wash my hands before I play because it's just sweaty. Sweaty.
I'm going to open this because it's really hot. Don't yell at you.
Don't say anything wildly inappropriate out there.
You know, Ray.
One of the features of 3.0 that we're hoping is that the studio will be well ventilated and air conditioned.
We're going to get one of those, like...
Galactus says, will there be any Ensure-based cocktails at 3.0?
Yeah, like a White Russian with Ensure instead of half and half.
That's so funny.
It might do well, actually.
The thing I was saying, just turn on the air, probably won't hear it much. You actually can hear it crazily.
Yeah, it's a problem. It's right there, and the mics are not cardioid enough for that.
Trust me, if that had been a viable option, that would have been happening years ago. Chris saying, get some fans.
We'll do it all for
we
the
have
shot.
tons of fans out there right now. It's not helping.
It's the noise. It's the noise is the problem.
Just cards going everywhere.
Okay, let's see. Is this 30? Let's see if Jayson did it right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm playing Molten Gold. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19.
That's right.
2, 3, 4,
I've got a mill option,
6,
so watch out.
I do too.
Poke Phantom, heyo.
What's up? It's Poke Phantom. Poke Phantom is back. Okay, Zach, would you like to know your first 5?
I think I'm
Let me sleeve these boys up, and I will use...
My first 5. First is Abundance. That's abundantly clear. Rising Horde. It's not even a good joke.
It's not even really... I mean, it is a joke, technically.
Summon Turtle Guard, of course. Summon Ruin Dweller. Summon False Demon. 1, 2, 3. And then Exhume is in my first 5. That's funny. Get it? On this card. Are we playing? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, we're playing, dude. We're going to play quickly, though. We're going to play Speed Ashes.
I've heard this before.
Yeah, right.
Once or every time. But I believe. What are my dice? Does that say that anywhere?
It does, yeah. It tells you.
Up here. Oh, dude, taste the rainbow. I'm nervous. This is four die color.
These are real decks now. It's weird.
Isn't that a satisfying sound?
Yeah, I hope it came through out there. I'm glad the audio sounds better. That makes me so happy, though. For real.
2 of these.
It's funny. So we switched from... We had the Black Magic video switcher.
3 of these.
We started with a Roland switcher, the V1 HD, and then we switched to Black Magic. And then Roland released a new version, and we were not having a lot of success with the Black Magic switcher. I'm off that brand at this point. It's... You want it to be better than it is.
Black Magic?
Yes. But Roland comes in, and they've got this new switcher, the V1 Plus, and it is just a look. It just feels quality. It's a great build.
The previous iteration was like noisy, right?
It was a lot noisier.
It's like the Star Wars spaceship sound.
And it was a lot like it was a lot more childish looking. This was a lot more professional looking, and you can tell Roland, they're an audio company, so you can tell that what they're doing to send these signals through is just way better than whatever Black Magic was up to.
Oh man, I made a mistake here.
Chris Gilbert, is this a build of the new Phoenixborn? Yes, so we have 2 new Phoenixborn. We're building them with the Adventuring Party decks that Jayson put together, Impossible German. You can just Google Adventuring Party Ashes Reborn, and you'll find all of them. It's easy. Yeah, Nathaniel, you know what's the weird thing? So these are the Sennheisers, those like 409s, I think. They're supposed to be great. I have been very surprised at how much the cardioid pattern on these mics is still picking up side and back.
The room.
It's really weird. Like they're still picking up a lot of the room. They'll pick up from over there at the door. They'll pick up Rafe out there right now.
I've heard that.
It's surprising.
I expected better from you.
I'm not saying it's wrong, but like it is quite surprising. Everyone recommends these as like good high end, like they use for movie shoots and stuff. But I also think you probably have to have a little bit more ambient noise to make movie dialogue sound.
ABT silence. What's the objective of the game? First time seeing this.
What's up, ABT silence? You should play it.
Very simple. We did an Introducing Ashes series. It's probably a good place for you to start and check out. But regards to that, my character here, Rowan Umberend, pull him up on the screen. I think that'll pop. You'll notice the 18 in the middle of the card. That's my health. So the objective is to get your opponent's health to 0. Handful of very important things about Ashes. There's a first 5 rule. You pick your opening 5 cards in your hand. Of course, that has a lot of implications. You also have 10 dice that are your resources. There are different dice colors that have different abilities associated with them and allow you to play different cards in the game. But you start with 10 resources, and you always have 10 resources. So there's not resource cards in deck, and you can't, have like classic mana screw, as it were, which is draw too many or too few resources, that kind of a thing. And one of the big design intents when this game was being created was Isaac, the original designer, wanted people to feel like their Phoenixborn was their Phoenixborn and powerful from the beginning of the game. So you start with your opening hand as you want it, and you also start with all of your resources. It's also a non-collectible card game that has a release once every 3-ish months. Through our subscription system, Player-Driven Production brought the game back. There's actually a second edition of the game. And as long as there's enough people signed up, the game keeps getting made, which is pretty cool.
It's great. Nathaniel, so check this out. You see in there omnidirectional. These are the Sennheiser MKH 416s. It says high directivity, low self-noise, super cardioid / lobe pattern. Not been my experience. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I do feel like there's something wrong. Maybe we got the wrong mics. Maybe they sent us the wrong ones.
Or maybe there's like some setting.
I don't think they have any bobbles on them.
Sennheiser MK something P43.
It says hypercardioid right there. These are the ones we bought directly. It's just very surprising. Maybe they left the cardioids in the wrong place when they made them. Oh, I need to get my dice. Do you have the adventuring party up?
Your dice right here.
Oh, well, thanks. That's a real pal.
Just an all-around nice guy.
Sun Temple Radio, what's up? Okay. I'm done. I'm ready. Let's put Tristan in a blue sleeve, because obviously. And then let's have ourselves a game. A game of Ashes. Okay. These are all cards. We're going to organize these. We're going to organize these after the fact, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I believe him, don't you? Can you give me the top now?
We're going to organize.
Oh, you already got it.
Yeah, we got it.
Look at that wide shot.
Yeah, we got plenty of space. We can do less.
We're going to the moon. My Phoenixborn's on a different planet.
Yeah, it's true. Beautiful.
I'm cool with it. I'm totally good with
it.
It's like I gotta get my binoculars out to play the game. What's it do over there? All right, there we go.
How's that? That seems pretty good.
That looks great.
Do you have your Ashes boards over there?
I do. I sure do. I saw someone 3D print this crazy dice holding board the other day. It definitely legally had the Ashes logo on it. Oh, whoa. That's almost really bad. That lid's supposed to be attached. Let's use this, I don't know what year, exclusive holiday edition of the first player token. Any holiday plans this year?
Yeah.
For tokens?
Yes.
Cool.
I'm going to organize mine correctly.
Like a scoundrel.
I think it's better. I like things being tidy. The Marie Kondo of Ashes.
I like winning.
Tristan definitely is sparking joy currently.
I can tell. I'm happy for you.
Thanks. I could probably do this forever. I should probably stop.
Nathaniel, could also be that you're in a small room and it carries sound well in there. Windscreen dead cat might help it as well to bring down the sound and probably would let you bring in fans, probably.
Okay, I might look at that. Okay, here we go. Oh wait, we get a first 5. What's my first 5? Can you tell me? Just give me first 5 1.
Summon Ruby Cobra.
Okay, easy. Is it all the summons?
Summon Prism Tetra. Summon Prospect Bear. Tsunami Shot.
Oh, nice.
Enchanted Violinist. Yeah, they put a bunch of little dirtly guys out there and you just nuke them all.
So I have 1 summon Gilder in here. Why did they do it like that? Is that for another first 5?
Other first 5 includes the Gilder.
What am I supposed to? What are my choices? Why would I do it one way or another? Nobody knows. I guess I'll learn that as I go.
One is the Enchanted Violinist, one's the Sonic Swordsman. And then one is the Sonic Swordsman comes with the Gilder, so you're trying to protect it.
Yeah.
The Enchanted Violinist comes with the Ruby Cobra.
Let's do the Enchanted Violinist. That's more interesting, I think. But now you know what I have.
The first 5, the recommended first 5 1 also lets you use Magnify in the first turn.
Cool.
Schmendrick saying, please don't start playing until Tristan is perfectly aligned between the 2 dice trays. Obsidian saying that my layout's better.
Exactly, that is better. And Tim Aiken agrees. All right. Hey, man, I'll listen to the crowd. I'm not too proud. Anything for the likes. As long as you smash that bell. As long as you go get a quesadilla. Live Moss, baby.
As long as you get a quesadilla with a case of our videos. Live Moss.
Live Moss.
Let's just take that.
Start using it.
We should do it in a different language, though.
Just have the intro. It comes in, Live Moss.
Yeah.
It's like, hello, everybody. Welcome back to the stream.
Don't forget, Live Moss. Deuces. Oh, man. For some reason, I don't remember what movie that was. That was the Hate Us Because They Ain't Us.
I don't know what that movie is at all.
It was that one pseudo-documentary comedy. They go to, like, China or something. I never saw it.
The one that making fun of North Korea?
Think so.
With Seth guy in it?
Yeah, that's it.
It's called the something. They almost pulled it from theaters to not offend Kim.
I think so.
The Diplomat or the Imperialist, something like that.
Never witnessed it. Jonathan Barr, Taco Bell's made me dead on table a few times for sure. Go back and say Disaster Artist? The Interview.
The Interview, that's right. Pineapple Express, another good. You want to cut this?
No, I don't.
All right, stacked them up.
It's cool. All right, first thing we do, roll the dice. Whoever has more basic symbols, which is the weakest on the die. Choose who goes first.
I have currently 2 basics.
I have 2 as well. Woo! Read them and weep them.
I have none basics.
That's pretty good. I have more than none. I will choose to go...
Well, I just look like I cheated there. I got 3 frogs, dog.
Frogs, dog? I got 5 basics.
Dude, this is a fire roll.
They serve that at Taco Bell?
It's a new sushi offering. Did you go to that, you been to that cantina at Las Vegas? I saw one as well when I went down to...
In Las Vegas?
Or went up to Kansas City. They have those cantina-style Taco Bells that serve booze.
I didn't.
You get like a Baja Blast margarita.
That's what they were going after our German night, right? To the 2-story Taco Bell with alcohol.
Yeah, I can only imagine that a body cannot.
Chris asking about Rowan's ability. Let's pull Rowan Umberend up. That way you can see it. I have no idea what the right decision is.
Can you imagine getting hammered at Taco Bell?
I'm gonna let you go first.
I might never wake up.
I can imagine it. I can. It's uncomfortable.
All right, so let's start with, and of course, we don't know how to play this. Let's start with summoning Prism Tetra here. I think what this does is it puts a little bit of excitement on your end of the table, where I have the option to next action, if you play nothing, let's assume you dirtle, I can get 3 on the board, and then you have to do something or they all attack for 2, which is reasonable.
Oh, don't you see?
Yeah, Nathaniel, exactly. But imagine if Taco Bell is where you went to get hammered and then you started eating like quesadillas.
Just right there on the spot.
And those Crunchwrap Supremes. I might have to eat Taco Bell tonight.
I'm going to play Summon Ruin Dweller.
Okay.
Yeah, you almost got me to go to Arby's a month or 2 back when you're talking about the,
Were you gonna
3
get,
sandwiches for $10.
Would you get a, yeah, it's like crazy now. It's like the world's
inflation
over.
is hit, man.
Yeah. Would you get a roast beef sandwich? Is that your Arby's order?
Definitely.
Or would you get the market fresh?
Roast beef sandwich, Arby's sauce, curly fries.
Yeah,
and if you're going, if you're really feeling special, Jamocha shake.
Oh yeah.
But then that I would die.
I made a rule with myself: you either get a shake or you get fries. You can't get both.
I do exactly the
Same
same
thing in and out.
Yeah, this is the discipline for future value. It's like enjoy it a little, but not fully.
I'm trying to look like Tristan here, man.
Yeah, good luck.
That's it?
No,
side?
I'm gonna take a side action.
Yeah. You got a lot of dice to change.
We're gonna unfortunately be meditating. I just have to do the math. So let's do 1. Oh, there goes a discovery. This could be a quick one.
You have a way to get it back in that deck.
Yeah, I know.
That's the whole idea. So it might be better.
Nice. Let's meditate again.
There goes your abundance. That's not ideal either.
It's okay. There's the
They're all good
second
cards. I
one.
suppose it's fine.
One more. Let's go.
You get to play Swift Messenger too.
10. And then it's over to you.
Okay. I am going to go ahead and put... What is the... you got a Ruin Dweller you could potentially summon here.
I'm sitting quoting my I would die saying it's so real. Once you better for long enough, you just can't handle it. Yeah, I think I would literally die.
Can you show me what a Ruin Dweller does? Over on your...
It's the
you
spice of the game.
Them, man. Oh, they're in the white sleeves, I guess. Well, some of them are.
I don't have them.
Okay, I love that. Love that. All right, I'm going to activate Summon Prism Tetra. Summon Prism Tetra. We're going to main action here. We're going to exhaust it. Place 3 of these bad boys on the board. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. And let's get a little splash of color in there. Beautiful. My gosh. You guys are gorgeous. And then side action. Do I need anything in particulars? Nope. No side actions. Over to you.
We're going to play Rising Horde.
How is this the most beautiful game ever made?
It is very good. Over to you.
All right, playing the Rising Horde.
These be in different colors is cool.
It's so awesome.
I hope they do that more. You're going to have to zoom out. Look how little your board is, and you have 6 slots left.
Oh, yeah. Well, we'll see. Okay, so Rising Horde, when it's destroyed, place 2 Fallen on the battlefield.
Would you like to reference a Fallen?
Yeah, sure. Dang. And so it goes to Rowan, and then you can exhume it
To get 2 more.
to get 2 more. Whoa.
Dang. Schmendrix, this is some classic fish versus zombies action. Tune in live at 5. We got zombies and fish.
All right. Let's play an Enchanted Violinist. And we're going to use the side action immediately. We're going to deal the damage to that Rising Horde.
Okay. All right, leaves play. Attach it here.
After it's destroyed, discard the top card of your draw pile, please, sir.
Let's get some
Chris, those are
zombies.
not promos. This is how they come. The fish Fish come like just like this.
Colorful and all. All right, mine.
Yep.
Not falling for your trap. I'm gonna do it.
There is no trap.
Fallen's gonna attack one of your prisms, the blue one specifically.
Oh. I think it's time. And you got a side action left. Yeah, I'll slap that on Tristan.
Yeah. Slap at the base, man.
Slap. Any side actions?
No, you're good.
All right, I'm gonna swing at you for 6. Group tie. Oh, I gotta do the side
I
action.
was like, don't you do something first?
Side action here and a basic. Do we need a heart anymore? I don't think so. And then we will use the Magnify ability on Tristan Darkwater. Combined life value of 3. They each now get group tactics 2, so they're each coming in at 2 attack.
All right. I'm gonna block one of them.
Okay.
You resolve it in the order of your
they
choice.
kill each other.
I'll take 4.
And you take 4.
It's a good little exchange.
The freaking fish army, dude. Dude, promo foil Prism Tetras would be absolutely disgusting.
Steven be joining that league.
Yeah, I would. But, you know, I'd just be there for the promos.
Yep, not for the people. Speaking of which, hey, League Nights tonight for the Ashes Discord League. This is week 1
Here,
or week 2.
We'll give you the full screen for this one.
Regardless, if you're part of the league, it's worth knowing the process at the start of the evening has changed. Basically, there's a waiting room that opens up at 7:45. You hop in there. It's got a voice channel. I did that for the Fab League last night. It was super fun, just hanging out, talking with people. And then roll is happening during that whole time. And at 8 o'clock, everyone's there. Gets paired. Pairings get posted. And we did this to... There were a lot of people apparently getting no pair... Like, their pairing person would just not no-show.
Yeah, it used to be that we would have the whole list of people in the league. We would pair everybody up, list those pairings, and then you go to your table and find it, which was easier. And it was originally kind of just thinking through the online leagues. It's like, oh, yeah, this makes total sense until you realize that some people aren't going to be there.
Yeah. Because the league for Ashes is 12 weeks, and you can miss 4 and still qualify for the participation promos. And the assumption was that most people did better most of the time. But it just lines up. There had to come a couple people have 2 or 3 weeks in a row their opponent no-showed. You get there at 8, you wait till at 15. No one shows up, and then all of a sudden,
not great,
not ideal. So, anyways, be there at 7:45. Even if you're not part of the league, you can be around. And then at 8 o'clock, after the pairings go up, people usually hang around even after, and there's other people looking for games. So you're welcome to be in our Discord channel and hang out and play Ashes. It's a great community.
7:45 to 8, hang out in the league lobby. This is a blast. Just chill. Watched it last night. It was super fun. And then around 8, 8:01, 8:05, you'll get the pairings, go to your tables, and you're guaranteed effectively an opponent because it's paired from people who are already there.
Very nice.
Beautiful.
All right, over to me.
Thank you all to...
We'll be back.
Yeah, sorry.
Thanks for the heads up.
I've got it tied to our main shot. So the next thing I need to do is make sure that just the memory is whenever I press the shot, it automatically pulls up the picture-in-picture.
Yeah.
So I don't have to remember, which is annoying. What do I want to do? I've got a 2-3 and I've got a 0-2. Okay. Understood. Cool. That's so cool. That's a good design.
By the way, we need to do stuff like that to get comments on the videos while we're live. Because then the
just
more
to see who's
engagement,
actually in chat.
well, the more engagement you get, the more people that will see the video. You see.
Play a Summon Frostback. Oh, I guess that doesn't work. I gotta put it
It's just so much value.
down there. I like this cheeky divine die. That makes me happy.
It's a summon Turtle Guard spell. Let's see. What do I not want to spend? Don't want to spend these.
What do you got planned for those, buddy?
Spend these.
Huh?
It's on the board.
Oh, right. Xerodor, we missed all the exclusive talk about 3.0.
Yeah, we basically revealed it all.
Show the plans.
The plans.
Show the plans. Zach, free the schematics.
It's a Star Wars movie.
Isn't that a marketing decision ultimately?
No one's stopping anything.
You were actively stopping. You said we're.
I said I would not recommend until we were actually building out, showing anything.
Well, you know, it's fine to show things that ultimately fall through. That's what
just
life's
loses
about,
all of its gas, you know.
I guess so.
Bron's saying I'm not in the league, but should I wait for the league participants to be paired before I jump in?
You can hang out the whole time.
I don't think it matters.
Don't jump in the lobby if you're not. I mean, we won't. It's
Even then, I don't
technically
think it
it's
matters.
fine to be there because we have your information from actually registering for the league, so you can hang out in the lobby. It might be a little confusing for tournament organizers out there, but yeah, try it.
You know, test them
Yeah, test them. See if they parry. If they parry, they've failed, and that's worth
and
knowing.
report back.
Yeah, that is worth knowing. Okay, so you're telling me I need to do that. Oh no, I made a mistake. Here, I'm gonna do this instead.
Ooh, I see.
It has it in the text of the card, in fact, not the actual cost, so don't worry about that.
And this, my friends, is a key element of casual gameplay. We're both looking to have a fun experience, not a penalizing experience.
That's right, and you don't ask your opponent for permission, because that puts them in a weird spot. You just do it.
Yeah.
Summon Frostbite Bear. Let's get that bear out. Bear out!
Da bears.
How many cards are in hand over there?
1.
Bear in. And then let's meditate 1. Ooh, a Tsunami Shot goes. That's good for you.
That is very good for me.
Very good for you.
Thank the maker.
And then let's pump this up. Pump up the jams. Pump it up while your feet are pumping and the jam is pumping. Look at him pumping. Jumping. Look at him, the blind man jumping.
Couldn't tell you.
Pump up the jams. Pump it up. Get your body going on the dance floor. Seems like that's where the party's at. You won't find out till you do that.
I don't even know what you're saying.
I want
I know we're at now.
stay. Yeah. Of course, man.
All right. Over to me.
Yeah.
We're just going to summon a wee turtle. Turtle Guard.
I want.
Ninja Turtle time.
What's this saying?
Nothing. Jayson saw it coming. He says, Turtle Guard. Obsidian, can we get an audio cut again? On your screen. Savage.
That's excellent.
Savage.
Excellent. You got 1 card in hand.
Yeah.
What's a false demon do?
You don't want to know.
What's a ruin dweller do again?
All right. A Ruin Dweller is a snake. 3 attack, 2 life. At the end of the round, or when it's destroyed, as a result of an attack an opponent controls, deal a damage to a Phoenix Born. A False Demon, 2 attack, 2 life. When this unit comes into play, you may deal a damage to a target exhausted unit.
That's all my deeds.
Yeah, well, just to kill the enchanted violinist, of course. Can't have that
You
continue.
kill a fish. You wanna?
Nah, dog.
So nobody wants to trade a turtle for a bear here, right?
You can try.
Nobody wants that. You got 1 card in hand. We don't know what it is. We seem to have a board of ruin dwellers and false demons coming up. You got some heat coming up, bruv.
Oh, yeah, I need to pay for the turtle. Nathaniel's saying my question for tomorrow, and wants us to think about it. Rings of Power or House of Dragon? Super important question. I have a lot to say about that.
I haven't
Tomorrow's
seen
Lord of the
either.
Rings.
I'm waiting on Hefner's are coming back in from Bermuda, who I went and visited. So we're waiting, and we're gonna watch when they get back.
Watch what?
The Lord of the Rings one.
Rings
The
of
Game
Power.
of Thrones one. I will need somebody to shake me with excitement to convince me to watch it. Like they will need to come up to me and say, "This is the greatest TV show I have ever seen. You have to watch it." That's what Robert did with Better Call Saul, and it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's on my list because of that.
Dude, that show is so good. Most of the episodes are 2 to 3 scenes. Beautifully shot, beautifully delivered, simple, effective, absolutely love it.
Excellent. Yeah, I had similar feelings about, not necessarily on the beautifully shot piece, but Ted Lasso for me, just like stuck.
It just feels great to watch that show.
And I needed it. I needed that breath of fresh air.
I play Summon Ruby Cobra, and I'll pass it over.
Nathaniel, I have an opinion on that, and we'll talk about it tomorrow because it's Lord of the Rings stream, so of course we'll talk about it. What's the Ruby Cobra do?
I don't remember, I'll be honest with you. And people love it in the Ashes chat.
I mean, it's a fire snake. Come on.
Fire. It's a 0/2. Declared as an attacker, it adds 1, and then you discard 1 off the top. And then if I put a charm die on your thing, you can't block it.
Okay, nice.
Or can't be targeted, by attacks.
I won. All right.
Did you forget to pay for the turtle?
I just paid
Did you
for
do
it.
it? Okay. Thank you.
Okay, am I good to keep on keeping on?
Yeah.
You
1
play
card
that
apiece. We're heads up, man.
Yeah, I just have a few extra dice and a few more damage on me.
Yeah.
Let's summon a false demon. We're going to spend this mask and this music note. And I'm going to do damage to your enchanted violinist.
It's acceptable. Fine.
This is still turn 1 chaos theory. Ask me how much you missed. I'm really trying to bait out your do 4 damage card.
This one?
We know it's there.
What's that one?
Lebowski knows it. It's honestly probably the most important card in my deck.
What is it? The one that searches for the thing?
I can't tell you.
But you know mine.
That's not my problem. Of course you have it.
I'll go get my computer.
Before the stream, you're like,
hold on a second.
This
I can
is
solve
the
this
best.
problem.
You don't know if I'm on option 1 or 2 though.
I can
So good
solve
luck.
this problem right now.
You were like, this is the best card in the game. Of course you got the best card in the game in your hand. What do you think it is?
Have you played Summon Ancestor Spirit?
I have not.
Oh, well then. It is Abundance.
What's Abundance do?
Took care of that one. It's the card where you get to hold a party and everybody draws a card or something.
It's all players may draw up to 2 cards. For each card they cannot or do not draw, do 1 damage to their Phoenix Born.
Okay, so it's dead. Ultimately.
Nah, dog. I got dice left. Draw 2. World's my oyster.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I gotta be careful here. Yeah, so if I attack your false demon here, you block with a turtle guard and we trade. Or you block with Rowan and you've got a false demon and then a ruin dweller coming at me. I can summon a cobra. Porqué?
Jayson summarizing the game so far. There was a fish swing, but it's looking like Rowan can catch up.
Rowan can definitely catch up here. But the fish came out with a vengeance there.
They're still around. You got that board clear waiting around.
Yeah, we fished. Man. And then you've also got 2 more fallen that can come through here.
Mm-hmm. Coming to get some fish.
Can I see that ruined dweller one more time? 3/2? Is that a 3/2?
It's a 3/2. The value is high.
That's a good exchange for me though. I couldn't play the Cobra and that.
Who designed that deck?
Do I have to skip the Cobra?
You can do both, right? Isn't it just 2 costs for the card in your hand?
Yeah, but there's some other things going on here. Some other ideas. There's some thinking.
Oh, I know. If you frog the turtle so you can actually kill the turtle, then you can't do the thing either. But wouldn't it be better just to play the card?
But why not both?
Okay, dose.
Why not do 5 damage to that board? Clear both of your unexhausted units. You're left with a ruined dweller and 2 fallen. But then you've also got the do 1 damage at the end of the turn ability, which I don't necessarily want to let that trigger. But I also have the bear that can trade nicely with the ruined dweller, but you'll block with Rowan. So
Math checks out.
that's where we are.
TBH.
There's no need to take
Ashes
action.
Wasn't this supposed to be the Fast Ashes game?
It is. It's already. Fastest Ashes I've ever played.
We're almost to the first turn in 45 minutes.
Let's see. So we go We can force the Rowan block there if we turtle up now. So we turtle in 1, and then we don't have to waste that, and then we get the Cobra out. All right, I can put this on the table, but then you've got the Dweller. We've got to watch for that Dweller. Turtle Guard's good.
It's very good. You played him last time. It was very annoying.
Also,
it was very annoying.
Yeah. With a life value, an attack value of 1 or less. So I can also sneak your Turtle Guard, taking it to 1 attack, which means that it can't be blocked or guarded against by units with an attack value of 1 or less. So now the Turtle Guard can't block this or guard it. Then we have a clean shot into False Demon that gets attacked, but that gets soaked by Rowan. But that's 2 into Rowan. That's how you win the game, right? We know the Ruin Dweller's coming out. Let's summon a Cobra. Let's just, when in doubt, let's get some bodies on the floor here.
On the floor.
No side action.
Okay. False Demon will attack the Cobra.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's acceptable.
That's a thing.
Great. We love it. Okay. Now. You get 2 Fallen.
What up, Alex? Saying, what's up, guys? So good to have you streaming again. Yeah, we're happy to be back, honestly. It was weird not streaming.
We gotta go here. I think we gotta do it. We gotta do it. You gonna play Abundance? You're totally gonna play Abundance. I'm gonna have no dice? Ugh. You get 2 Fallen? Oh, man. That's good stuff. That's good stuff, man. That's just great.
I do like it.
Or we could both pass. And I feel okay about that. I'll pass here.
Okay. Let's play Abundance.
Pass again. Zephin, what's up? ABT Silence, great to see you. Hey, hopefully you're digging Ashes. I know you said you hadn't seen it before. Look at how gorgeous it is. And it just hits. It just hits nicely for a card game.
Let's exhaust here. All players may drop to 2 cards.
Okay. Wow. That's awesome. Okay. Can you move that Abundance up just a little bit past our picture there? Or somewhere else? You want me to zoom out? I can zoom out. If you're going to play another unit, I'll zoom out. Okay, I get that. Okay, this is fine. This is an acceptable thing. Pass again. I'm zooming out now. A little bit more room. Adjust the focus. Try not to die. Focus. Solid.
Well. Let's summon a Ruin Dweller. Let's make you do it.
Still only 1 die to exhume there for 2 more demon boys. Interesting indeed.
Isn't she lovely? It's time.
No, I don't think it is. Turtle Guard continues to be a problem.
He's a beefy boy.
And he's got some beef. For
Zach's
sure.
beefy boys has a new recruit.
Yeah. He's got some
And he
beef.
brought a pizza.
We can do a 3-2, 3-2 trade. That's a decision you can make. Or we can pass here. You get the first swing. You swing in for 5. And I take 1 damage to target Phoenixborn. Swing in for 5. We trade there. So that's not a good pass for me. We don't like it. We don't like it. 3-2, 3-2. Turtle Guard's got to go, man.
Gots to go.
It's gots to go. I am going to Molten Gold that Turtle Guard.
Well.
I feel like I'm going to save my shot for after next turn. You're going to swing with all this Fallen, and then I can kind of clear out a little bit.
No resources left. It's a fine trade. I'll attack your Frostbite Bear.
Alright, trade up.
I'll nuke or do 1 to your Phoenixborn.
Pass.
I'll activate my ability. We will play the Rising Horde. It destroys itself, and we'll get 2 more Fallen.
You got it.
And they're gonna eat your fish.
Ooh, on the fish. Nice.
Yeah, clear the board for my opening maneuver.
For your big manu.
Just get all the value out of the table before you clear my table.
Sure, yeah, that's reasonable.
All right. In the turn,
Yeah.
clear these. What a game.
What a game, what a game.
Swaps to do this. Roll the dice before you decide to get rid of your cards.
Discard.
Schmidt saying, you know which AP deck is Jayson's favorite because it has a Turtle Guard in it.
I'm gonna keep that. Okay. Nice. Okay, that's great. Good draw.
We'll keep these.
Okay.
Oh wait, Jason's saying the fish go away anyway. They're fleeting. Is that accurate?
Discard unless it has 1 or more status tokens on
Aha!
it.
I'll punch you instead, of course.
So just take 2 and then they go away. Yeah, that's way worse. I actually didn't know that either. Oops. Whoops.
They're fleeting.
Yeah, they have a thing. It's called. It's different. It's called scatter. Isn't she lovely? Okay. And you get the first swing. First move.
Zephin, a friend of the show, printed the dice things for us. I will swing at you for 4.
Yeah. I'll be taking that. I'm going from 4 to 8.
What's your starting hill?
17. Yeah.
Cruising now. Side action doesn't exist.
Okay. All right. What could you have? Okay. Well,
Yeah, I'm aware, Jayson.
got hot things I need to pay attention to?
Well, I'm almost at the battlefield, so I have to be careful.
Yeah. I'm not really in a hurry to clear it here.
Mm-hmm.
I could help you out there, but get the freaking turtle guard probably somewhere close. Let's get some fish.
There's always room for another turtle guard.
There's always room for fish. Let's get our favorites. Let's get the blue, purple, and orange.
The fishy.
Ding, 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 ding. Sausage roll. And then meditate one off the top. Rile the meek.
Dave Veg was saying, what do you think of the Rings of Power? Steven hasn't seen it. Still in spoiler zone. I will say, I'll probably talk a little bit about it more tomorrow on our Lord of the Rings stream. Generally, I enjoy it.
Meditate.
I have thoughts.
And let's go meditate one more. Ooh, 2 ice traps off the top. These would be great in this matchup if I actually landed them. All right, over to you.
Okay. I think this is just the order of things.
Never mind tomorrow.
Let's summon a false demon.
Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow.
And when he comes into play, I'll deal the damage to an exhausted unit.
Oh, your own.
Yeah.
Well, there they are.
Over to you, Kent.
Shall I help you out?
It's pretty good value.
I'm gonna play, I'm gonna play Rile the Meek. 1 damage for each unexhausted 0 attack unit. So I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, board space is no longer an issue.
Yeah, you got it.
All right. Over to me?
Yeah.
All right, let's play a Knowledge Seeker.
And the knowledge crystals?
Let me see. Don't want to get rid of that. So I want that and that. We like that. That.
What is that? What is this?
I'm deciding what to
What are we
spend.
doing here? Who's this guy?
I'm counting. Have you ever counted weirdly?
You ever counted weirdly?
All right, we're playing the Knowledge Seeker. When it comes into play, look at the top 3 cards of my deck, and I can place them each on the top or bottom of my draw pile.
Woo! Not seen these boys before.
Wow, that's something. Wow.
Wow.
It's too much to consider.
Oh no. Choices.
I'm a simple man.
let's just put them all in bottom.
Be a simple then
I'll meditate, actually. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to meditate here. Turn this into a box. Wolf.
That it?
That was my turn, yeah.
Let's just... I'm going to play Ye Old Sonic Swordsman here. Give you some beef. Get you some beef there.
It is beefy. Three attack, eh?
3 attack. Yeah, 3 attack. Pretty wild, huh?
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to play that Abundance? I hope you do it soon. I'd like to see more cards. You're going to make me dirtle a bunch.
That is the goal.
Dirtle fest.
You got it, dude.
You got it, bro. Let's dirtle.
Well,
Be a simple.
let's play another Abundance.
Interesting.
We going fishing.
Okay. That is fascinating. Yeah. All right. Let's do it. Let's use Magnify on Tristan and swing for 6.
Yeah. Walk one of them here.
Fish army.
Take 4. So I'm going to go up to 8. When this leaves play, I draw a card.
Yeah.
And then it'll attach to me. Got cards in different area codes.
Better than that freaking horde thing. Better than that freaking horde. Oh wait, wrong shot. That freaking horde thing. Don't like the zombies. Fish are awesome, Fudgeoneer. Yeah, that feels great. It's so cool. Just getting attacked by these illuminated fish people.
Fire Archer and deal a damage to your Phoenix Ward.
No, I get it. So if you just do it directly with Phoenix Ward, you don't have to actually
engage in the game.
engage
really
in the
nice.
game. Yeah, that's pretty crazy how that works, isn't it? If the is this camera dead? We need to get the power adapter for it. This was our first day of testing just to see if it was even possible. Oh, it is. Oh, it's back, baby. Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it's dead. Okay, so there's a fire archer, huh?
Mm-hmm.
No big deal.
Just trying to get you to use your dice, dude.
I know.
To be honest.
I know.
I like making you draw cards after you can't do anything with them. It's
I
so
like
good.
big dice. What are you doing in the meantime? You got 2 cards. You got 4 dice. 4 dice. What's 4 dice? You get a turtle guard on the way, right? I get first swing next turn. Start building to that. You've already used your False Demon this turn. That's good for me. That's good for me. I do need to make sure I can... Alright, let's do Enchant of Violet. Whoop.
Is your Phoenix Born exhausted? Use that ability,
Yep,
right?
show is. I've done Magnified. Let's do a Enchant of Violinist. And we'll use it to kill the Fire Archer. Discard 1 off the top that you put there.
Oh, I didn't put it there. There goes Discovery number 2. Oof, it hurts. I needed that card. I was about to draw it. It's alright. Not really, but it's okay.
And over to you. Oop, 2 dice for me.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and activate an abundance.
Nice. Anything else?
No, that was my action.
I will pass. Use them or lose them.
Let's use an abundance. That is helpful.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. There's no reason to play here. I'll pass again. Look at all those dice. You're gonna have to meditate 1 to get a ruin. You're gonna have to
Go Discovery.
right on.
So I'm gonna spend a basic and discard a card. And let me see what basic I'm gonna spend. That or that.
And then you get a red raindrop. This is cool.
Spend here. Yeah. Then we're gonna attach a red raindrop. So at the end of the round, I can do a damage, and this shuffles back into my deck actually.
Yeah. 3 dice left. Boy. Boy howdy. There's, you just kind of want to take 3 damage in so many ways. You've got 3 dice. Could get a turtle guard. Could take you to 11 and have some threats for sure. You got the old raindrops, only 3 dice. You can get a turtle. You are currently not able to get a turtle and a ruin dweller. Okay. Let's see, going against my better judgment. What could you have in hand here? Let's swing at you for 3. It's the play that nobody likes.
Go to 10. Do that. Rules question.
Yeah.
At the end of the round abilities,
Yeah.
do they trigger before recover and removal of exhaustion?
Ooh, great question. There's a chart for this.
Yeah, I know. I just want an answer.
There's a chart for this.
Because like if I did 3 damage to your swordsman, and then a raindrop triggered as an example, would it remove the swordsman or would the swordsman
Is Raindrop unit as well? I thought it was just...
deal the damage to a unit specifically?
Oh, okay. End of round. Sequence. Ashes. Oh, this is never going to work. Ashes rules. I bet this isn't what I'm looking for. I think I need like a comprehensive rules or something.
The round ends after the recovery phase.
Okay, so everything happens.
Recover
and then the round
first.
ends.
That's a bummer. Yeah. Just curious.
Yeah, just no real reason, but
Yeah. Is that worth it? That's kind of fun.
okay, understood. What's next, though? What is next?
It is the question.
Zombies? You put that thing back in?
It's tough. Truthfully.
Great. You love to hear it. It's like Pitch Perfect. Well, who is that?
I think it's just
gal
the
in
right
it?
call.
Rebel Wilson? Is that who she is? I'm just doing damage over here, man.
Yeah. Let's go. That's not the right play at all.
Dang. Almost got
Do
him.
that. You got to do that.
Almost got him. Almost. Almost got him.
Yeah, that's kind of fine.
Almost.
Okay. Let's go Shared Sorrow. Gonna do basic and this.
Ooh,
Discard a card. I'm gonna actually discard a Shared Sorrow
nice.
to go get a Discovery, and we'll do 2 damage to your Enchanted Violinist.
Does it say you can do that?
Yep.
Is it equal to like the dice cost or something?
To the magic cost of the thing I discarded.
Yeah, right on.
So not a good on my hand.
1 die remains. 1 die remains. Well, that's interesting, man. That's really interesting. Huh. Are you gonna play that turtle? I mean, if you play the turtle, it's like so fine for me. Oh no, I'm gonna have to make a decision here.
How many cards are in your deck?
12.
Okay.
12 biggins. Okay. I do have a lot of choices here. But you are going to play the turtle, right? Let's see what happens if I pass and you pass. If we both pass, you do 1 damage to a thing, so you clear out a fish, man.
Oh, apparently. I have to discard a card that is equal, so I will discard a Generosity instead. Equal, I need a 1 cost,
Yeah.
and then it does 1 damage. That's the whole
Right.
thing. I thought I had to do at least a 1.
All right, right on. And then we've got potentially turtle power here. But we can also put a bear in. We could also play some cards from hand. And boy, because I don't really want to pass here. I think I can get better value. You play the turtle. That's happening. Maybe I do want to pass here. I pass. I swing in. 3. Yeah. I will be passing. Passing with a strong frog.
Oh boy. Guess I may as well. We'll summon turtle.
Turts McGurts. You're McGurt. Okay. We've got a turtle guard. We've got all the things. We lose a fish. But what do we gain? We gain so much. Let's do the Tsunami Shot. 3 and 1 there.
You got it. I had to get it out of your hand.
Yeah. And Archer holds their arrow until the last minute.
Okay. I'll pass.
Pass.
End of the round. Everything clears after that. I'll do 1 damage here.
No way. To the swordsman?
They go away, right?
Oh, right.
May as well.
All my plans 2 turns have been about these fish not going away. There they go.
That's why you thought I was going to get rid of the fish. That's so funny, honestly.
I was like, oh man, I want to have 5 fish coming in next turn. It's going to be crazy. I guess that's why they did it that way.
That is so funny.
1, 2, 3. And I'm going first. Let me discard those cards.
All right, back on the discovery plan, baby.
All right, and I've got to make...
Bizcotta the fish have, what's the ability they have that makes them go away?
It's not fleeting, it's a different one. It's called Scatter. You know, because fish are very moody. Scatter. Okay, and then we've got this. Okay. Got some leaves. Okay. Comes into play, deal a damage to target unit. Understood. Then we've got these and this. Okay. And you've got a false demon that would happen probably. And then I've got this. Okay. Okay. Well, let's start where all good things start. Let's summon 3 fishes.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pick orange, green, and red. Ah. Gorgeous. Just beautiful. And then side actions, let's get some frogs. Let's see, 1 meditate, 2 meditate. Oh, 3rd Tsunami Shot. It's gone, you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Love it.
My secret ability. Okay. There we go.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's...
Yeah, Jeremy, I'm looking to draw something else. Basically, it was the Beast Warriors. I'm not going to be the first player this turn, or I'm the second player this turn. So they just get a lot less value. I'm looking to end this thing.
Summon a turtle guy.
Turtle Man.
Over to you.
Okay.
Chris just tuned in. Got back from the hardware store and found Tristan and Rowan in the mail. Cheers from Victoria.
Awesome. Love it. Okay.
I definitely understand what the deck's trying to do now.
Is it trying to get to the finish line, like
I definitely understand.
in an excited way?
Yeah. I could have done this better, I think.
Well, you know, first play of the deck, you got to imagine that's the case. We're gonna rile the Meek, do 3 to the Turtle Guard. Card's good.
How many cards on your deck? Asking for a friend.
Die for a die though, and a card. That's not easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. All right, let's
That's right, Exerodor, yep. 10 wounds on Rowan, 9 on Tristan. You like cowboys?
we're gonna play. It's not even worth it.
Going fishing? Man, these things being focused would be absolutely nutty. You get 6 fish out and they're immune to... that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it would be too much.
That's 12 damage, just like...
Let's make you deal with it.
Deal with it.
Man, let's summon a Ruin Dweller. Knife and a basic. It's definitely a knife. Let's see what I need. Yeah. I just gotta keep bodies on the table.
Let the bodies on the table. I have a reaction.
To my summon?
Yeah, I'm gonna play an ice trap. Life value 2 or less, you destroy it there.
He just won't stop. Mom.
Is that an optional ability after an ally you control? Is that not that that's an ally, but
You may place it?
you may place it.
Yeah. I see it. That'd be annoying.
Migo.
You go. You go weaving.
Okay.
It's 10 wounds on Rowan right now.
Let's go magnify on Tristan. On these guys, and then let's swing for 9.
I guess I'll block 3.
Take 6.
I see what you're doing.
It's damage. Trying to do
He
damage.
goes away. Could have been clever. Here we are. Mine?
Yeah.
Let's play Generosity. I'm going to spend here. Resolve one of the effects below. Choose a target opponent to resolve a different effect. Then resolve the last effect.
Okay.
So I'll remove 2 wounds.
Nice.
So I got 4. Because I smell another molten gold.
You know it. And then what do I do?
You can either draw 3 cards or unexhaust your Phoenixborn.
Oh, he is exhausted.
Or a ready spell you control.
Huh. More Tetras, but I can't cast them. I can draw 3. You can remove from a Phoenixborn or a ready spell. You get another Turtle Man, another Ruin Dweller. We don't like that at all. You can have all the cards, bro. Let's see. Would the spell? I think it would. Let's just double check here. Yeah, I think that's right. I think that's right. Okay. Okay. I will remove an exhaustion token from this guy.
Okay.
And you can draw 3. Very generous indeed.
Already?
Okay. Let's go. I mean, sure. I don't know. There's the beef play. There's always the beef play, you know? Here's the beef play. I don't know what kind of tricks you've got. You've got like shared sorrow and stuff. There's all sorts of tricks in there. So I don't want to be in a position where I'm just like hosed.
That's a good position to avoid.
Boom, boom, boom. But then we've got boom, boom. So that's just a fascinating problem. Not a significant problem, but a problem. Now we can play slow here. We don't have to push it. We don't have to push it. I can bear. You come in and do, you know, who knows what. You can do bear stuff. You gotta play something though, unit wise, or you gotta get it off the board. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna play a bear, and let's play it with a leaf and sympathy. The bears. And then I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I'll do one more from the top there. Just switch that guy up.
Okay.
Here we go.
So,
I feel like I'm probably pushing too hard. Pushing too hard on you. What's up, Charlotte? Yeah, we're still live. It's gonna be a wriggle.
can you feel me wiggling?
But a wiggle indeed.
Okay. I'm gonna summon a false demon here and here. We'll do a damage to your Sonic Swordsman.
Swordsman, understood. Generosity, does that require, yeah, time die? Okay, so we might assume you don't have any more healing. We might assume that. Okay, so then we will use Rowan's ability again. Magnify, Terrifying 2, and swing Unblockable.
Take 2. That's what we call no bueno.
That's Live Moss, baby.
Live Moss indeed. Alright, what to do?
Be a real shame if I had that Molten Gold card. Isn't that cool? Hey, you just win the game.
It is so cool.
You know, all this board and interesting things, but you know, just 3. Got 2 frogs, too. You could flip one down, pass it around.
Yeah, how many cards left in your deck?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
Vorko Seagon, can we see the bear? Frostback bear, Mr. Computer. This works so well. It's crazy. Devastating.
My generosity was too much. I avoided death shortly, but I promised it later.
Very generous.
Yeah.
What if I don't? What if I'm just bluffing, Zai?
Definitely have it. It's okay.
How do you know?
I mean, I have to play like you don't, because it's my only out. So, we'll call upon the realms. Flip this up.
That's definitely what you need right now.
Flip this up. And then I'll pass you.
Alright, we are going to play Molten Gold.
I'm dead!
Yee, Molten Gold for the win!
So, like,
I had a really...
I got a beefy hand there, too.
Obviously, I can draw
start barbecue
4.
with that thing.
That is
2 pieces of beef and a molten gold.
So I'm assuming I'll hit another discovery, which I did. So I could have done the combo wombo.
You start getting the elephant?
But it was too late. I mean, it's 3 damage at the end of each round and an elephant for free, which is like...
That's incredible. Yeah, you win.
But it was like just way too late. Things I saw at the end that made me realize what's happening. I saw Generosity for the first time.
Yeah. Basically the draw 3 is good for you, the heal is good for you, and casting more turtle guards and stuff is good for you.
Especially if you can I think the sequence you want to set up with this is you start the turn with a unit here. First thing you do is use it. So it's like opt 3, put what you want on top, draw a card. And then next action you want to do is Generosity. And the first thing you do is draw 3. And then they're either going to let you heal 2 or they're going to let you unexhaust here.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll get to use it again.
Right.
And then you're turning through cards. I think you can get to Discovery most of the time probably by turn 2. If you see... I didn't see these till late, so that doesn't help. But then at the end, I also drew... was also... There's a lot of weird win conditions here. I think Jayson said he's trying to do all of it. And I see that he's trying to do all of it.
You can feel that, yeah.
Because I didn't roll the right dice for it, but I had Sympathy Pains.
That's the one that deals damage to units? Or Phoenixborn, yeah.
Yeah, so if you wound my Phoenixborn, I can just pop you for 4. I also had Final Cries. So I destroy my own units using this thing.
Yep.
So there was 8 damage here sitting in my hand.
Oh, yeah, and you have big hands. So you could potentially do an OTK
here for another
situation.
One. So it was just really weirdly, I'm trying to find the combo pieces, but also I can just directly kill you.
You just got 9.
So
that's outstanding. I will say... this is the exact kind of deck I would play. This perfect, tempo, get the fish out, do damage, can you deal with me, clear the board with archer shots. It's so fun.
I also kind of like the impermanence of it.
Let's roll out.
So the fact that your fish are definitely going away means you just don't care if they go away.
And you just disincentivize to do anything. Certainly once they're exhausted, it's whatever.
Yeah, and I dig that because it also doesn't clog your battlefield, even though you have a huge battlefield, so it doesn't matter. But I almost ran into that issue if you hadn't cleared my units for me.
Yeah, I was doing you a favor thing.
Well, that turn I had a line of play that would make it not a problem over time, but it definitely restricted my options. And then you open that wide up.
Love it. Well, man, Jayson, thanks so much for building this. Adventuring Party continues to deliver. That was a great Ashes experience.
That was super fun.
I feel like if we ran that back 5 times, we'd at least be 50-50. It may turn in your favor because that feels like the kind of deck that once you know what to do with it, it gets disproportionately strong.
I certainly felt as turn 1, you only have so many cards, so you do what you do. But turn 2, I think I was playing incorrectly based on what I would later learn.
It's like when you build the deck, you know the win conditions going in and what you're building for. It's such a different vibe whenever you pick up a deck.
Some decks, and I think your deck potentially was this way. It's just making good exchanges the whole time.
Yeah, it's just a value deck.
There's not really some weird end condition you're trying to hit.
Value is what water is so good at.
Yeah. It is valuable.
Courtesy of our sponsors, Nalgene Water Bottles, made in the USA, 100% HDPE, food grade plastic. Water your brain, water your life. Hydro Brain, Hydro Kids.
Hydro Life. Frank asking if we're using the same decks next week.
That's good water.
I think we're at least using the same Phoenixborn, but
we may try some other Adventuring Party decks. Try them out.
Which would be good.
We may do a bracket.
Never even saw Hope or Demona. I don't know that we ever played.
Yeah.
Because you did the deck building stream.
I did.
I think we played with the precons.
Yeah.
But then I went away, and then I was gone for a while, and you were gone, and then we were both sick, and then...
Maybe we also do a rematch of this. Because I think that would be fascinating to see what it looks like a few times in a row. Again. Let's do that. Yeah. Let's do that. All right, join us next time. We're gonna probably just try these Tristan and Rowan decks out again. Maybe make some tweaks. We could play a game and then maybe make some swaps.
I'd be curious, Impossible German, if you have any tweaks you might make after seeing it in action or playing it, hit me up. I'd love to see it. In the Discord particularly. Not that I need to make tweaks. I would want to play this 4 or 5 times before I even started
thinking about tinkering.
Yeah, absolutely. Because he's got like beta testers apparently or whatever. Thank you very much, Disforius. A great game, guys. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for being here. And again, thank you so much for subscribing to Ashes, keeping this game going. The PDP system lives on, and couldn't think of a better game, better community for the first run, maybe only run of that system. No game deserves it more than this one.
Huge props to Nick and the team at Plaid Hat. I think the design of this game is exceptional. I've heard a lot of people on the community. I sent a message this morning about us streaming Ashes. Tons of people were saying that Ashes has never been at a better spot than this very moment. So kudos to you for quality design. And this art, as you've been saying the whole time, is just incredible.
Good time to roll into PvE too. I would say if anyone's, obviously everyone who's here is here for the 1v1 Ashes experience.
Especially 3 hours deep.
But if you're also saying, man, wouldn't it be nice to have more people playing the 1v1 experience? I would say I would be very hopeful for PvE. I think that has the potential to grow the audience to really is one of the only things that could actually grow the game's audience pretty significantly.
In a profound way. Yeah.
In a profound way. So we're going to be taking advantage of that and trying to get that in front of people as much as we can. And obviously a good percentage of PvE players probably dabble eventually in the one-on-one, and you know how that goes, right? It's like you play the solo version of the game, and then all of a sudden you're playing at your friend's house.
Yep. And I definitely have people in my life that like, I own all the Ashes stuff. They're not ever going to, but they would potentially play the PvE.
Yeah.
And that obviously might lead them to being interested in playing it more.
Like even right now, if it was Tristan and Rowan versus I love it.
Yeah, totally.
Take care, everybody. We'll see you next time, and enjoy League Night tonight. Be hip to the new changes, 7:45 to 8. Be there in the lobby. We'll see you there.